Pioneer fans, Pioneer Varsity Football is live and on the air. We are live at Hallway Field here, and Ryan Williams with us as we are about to get going. It is Pioneer 2-2 on the season, and here, let me get you a couple roster things here.
Yeah, for sure.
As a matter of fact, here, if you want that, Pioneer on the left, Monroe on the right. Pioneer 2-2, Monroe 1-3 on the season. Pioneer coming in, they won the first two games, 27-17 over Adrian, 22-20 over Lincoln. They fell to Saline as most teams do, 50-0. And then last week they played Bedford, and Bedford won that game 49-14. Ryan Long was the quarterback in that game, the JV quarterback, who's moved up. He is now wearing number 9 in this game today. So Ryan Long will be the starting quarterback for today's game, as High's still out at this point. And taking a look at a couple pieces of information here. Pioneer all-time is now 445 wins, 232 losses, 6 ties for a 653 winning percentage. Monroe has 354 wins, 316 losses, 7 draws for a 528 winning percentage. Pioneer has 63 points for. Monroe has 69 points for in these first 4 games. Pioneer has 136 points against. Monroe has 121 points against. So Monroe, a few more points and a few less points given up. Pioneer has played Monroe 17 times. They are 11-8. They won last season, 27-20. That was back on September 29th. In 2022, on October 14th, they lost 49-14. In 21, was on October 15th. They lost 56-7. In 2020, they played on October 9th and lost 31-0. And then just to take it back to get one more win, 2019, that was September 20th. That was a big comeback by Connor Eastope. 35-34 was the win there. So, in the last 5 meetings, Monroe has a 3-2 edge on Pioneer. But you got to see what happens, and you got to play the game to see what's up. So this is another team that typically has a really good run game. And coming off of 2 wins, what do you say as far as a coach goes? What do you focus on to just try and make things start to go a little better, start to go right?
You know, thank you for having me, as always, my friend. While you always have that 2 wins to start, and when you have like a 2-game skid, especially because there's only so many games in your football career. If you're a senior, you lose 2 in a row, you start thinking, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna? I don't even remember what victory smells like. I mean, we were here we saw what happened against Saline. It was not very fun, and I'm going to now pretend that I do not see it, right? And then for the Bedford game, we always talked about that being remember within the third quarter, we're talking about, all right, this is just trying new things, looking for the bounce back game, looking to see how he can bounce back against Bedford. And you drop the one to Bedford as well. Monroe, 1-3 record so far. So it seems like, at least record-wise, they seem like they can be beatable. Monroe is always, when I played them, a very, very talented team.
Yes.
For whatever reason, it's just something just doesn't go their way near the end of the game. Every single game against Monroe is a heck of a story.
Yes.
There's something about the color purple that to me screams royalty, as you always think of that in ancient Europe or whatever. But the word purple in sports is the great storytelling color. the Los Angeles Lakers, the Minnesota Vikings. These two, this purple, it just looks so much different in comparison to everything we see in this beautiful city in Michigan.
You can't forget nice Pioneer grad,
Exactly.
John Harbaugh, and purple
exactly.
with the
Baltimore Ravens.
So you
exactly.
got to take one of the alumni and give them some props.
Absolutely, yeah. Props to John Harbaugh. I mean, if you didn't know, a rising star in the National Football League. But it's like, you have a lot of stuff to do. There's a rising action, right? In every story, you've got these moments that build up. The quarterback, now with our JV hero coming in, we're at number 9, marching our gentleman down the field today. It's about adversity.
Yeah.
Do you let adversity knock you off your feet and lay you down? Or do you get back up?
Because next week is not going to be easy. Dexter is 2-1 in the SEC.
Yeah.
Their only loss is to Saline. That's going to be a tough game next week at home. So you really want to try and get the win here versus Monroe when you can. Skyline's having a rough time. They're coming up, so that's the game after Dexter. But you really don't want to end up losing 3-4 in a row. That kind of makes things a lot tougher.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, when you think playoffs, obviously early in the year, it's still September. I'm wearing my jacket for the first time. I don't even have it on. I just kind of have it around like a infinity scarf here. It's like you have Pinckney late in the year. You have Monroe, or not Monroe, Huron late in the year. Two very winnable games, right?
Yes.
Not to discredit the programs over there, but 2 historically winning matches for the Pioneers team.
Yep.
So you have to capitalize on these competitive games. You can't let games like Monroe slip away.
Yeah.
That is when things fall apart.
Yeah. Let's talk about the upcoming schedule here. And if we take a look at the upcoming schedule, again, next week we're back at home as Dexter will come in.
Beautiful.
That's going to be a 7:30 game, by the way, for Rosh Hashanah and Sunset. They moved it back half an hour, which is excellent. Appreciate the administration doing that. That's October 4th, October 10th at Skyline. Again, Skyline 0-3 in the SEC. We'll see what happens with them today. Then the final home game, October 18th versus Huron. That will be Friday, of course, 7 p.m. And then finally away at Pinckney on October 25th. Let's turn things over to the band really quickly and have them bring in the team. Those are hard to read. I have some other ones. We just have to. You're good. No worries.
National anthem.
Fantastic Pioneer Marching Band, great as always, getting us all fired up for the team to come running out of the tunnel here momentarily. And
Always.
getting ready to go with a little Pioneer football. Game time temperature is 72 degrees.
What?
Yeah, not too bad. Everyone, you can tell it's a little windy. It's very overcast here. The band is wearing their coats just in case, as we're not used to that cold weather just yet, but we will get there soon, very, very soon.
Gotta start pre-warming the car before work. the old, but we all live in Michigan, the greatest state in the union. I think maybe I'm a little biased, but we're all used to it at this point.
It just means if you're a youngster and wear your Halloween costume, you have to wear something that can go over a coat. Or,
yeah, that's true. I can't be. But Mom, I have to be Darth Vader. Darth Vader does not wear a coat, dude.
Here comes the Pioneer football team being led out by Malik Farha Martin as well as Gary coming out there. I don't know, my mom made me an Ewok costume. That was nice and warm one year, so that was perfect.
Loving the black shirt, the black pants, looking like the Sith Lord themselves. Looking to rain some chaos on the Monroe Trojans here today.
Absolutely, Pioneer in their black tops, black pants, the dark helmet with the blockades on and numbers in white on the front and on the back. Monroe is in their white tops, white pants. They have the red helmets, they have the red numbers on the front and on the back. And we're going to get ready. Big SEC red matchup between these two squads.
Huge.
And again, Monroe has had the edge the last 5 years. Pioneer has the overall edge in this game. But both teams really want to get back on a winning streak and make what they can out of this season. A game like this can really make or break your push to the playoffs.
It absolutely can. And there's one thing that just judging by this wind, judging by what I know Monroe loves to do, and what, the kind of the winning formula for a football game is, establish the run. You have to do that in this matchup because that's what Monroe is trained to do. Like put in the lab like Mewtwo, mathematically formulated to try and establish that run. If you can stuff it, if you can establish that run of your own, break out with some play action passes, whatever we need to do, we get a little bit of a miracle, well, not miracle, lack of a better term, but we need more of a good show in here from our young gun quarterback. If we can have that, we're sitting pretty.
Absolutely. Having a good running attack would be great for Lawton. Get him take a little pressure off of him. As the band getting back up off of the field, and they're moving themselves into the stands as Pioneer will receive Al Kakani back deep to the near side. Jan Sain back deep to the, excuse me, Al Kakani on the far side, Jan Sain to the near side. Getting ready to kick here. Back to kick is Simmons for Monroe. Pioneer going from right to left here in the opening quarter. 12 minutes up on the clock. We're about to get ready to go. Welcome to a little Friday night football. Kicked high by Simmons. Jan Sain will let it kick back, and that will be a touchback. Pioneer first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Again, if you've been watching a lot of NFL, it's probably nice to see a traditional kickoff there.
Beautiful, and a traditional touchback. I understood what happened on that play, my friend. On Sunday, or actually it's Monday because the Lions play on beautiful Monday Night Football. On Monday, I don't know what I'm looking at.
We'll get used to it. But
we will.
This is what we're more used to at this point.
Exactly. No, don't see a lot of touchbacks in high school, so love to see that. Clearly, the guy's got a little bit of a leg on him.
Absolutely. As Pioneer set up, it looks like Malik Farha back
Oh my gosh.
in shotgun formation, so not long. Malik Farha taking the direct snap. As he takes it, he'll run up the middle, shake through, and he'll get about 5 yards. They're going to mark him out to the 25-yard line, so a good direct snap, and he'll pick up 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Nice to stay on schedule, get a good gain on first down.
Looks like Malik Farha literally started. He has a start in his record here as a QB for his team, man. I don't know if that was a Wildcat or it looks like he's staying in shotgun here. So it looks like they're going to ride Malik Farha for this first drive here, Mark.
That'll be interesting. He is one of the most athletic players on the team.
Absolutely.
Malik Farha back in pistol formation as he calls for the snap. Hands off, going up the middle is Casares. Will get back to the line of scrimmage no more, as early to him was Jones for Monroe. That will bring up 3rd and 5. As Cassiopo makes the tackle for the Trojans. As Pioneer stays, they have 2 receivers wide to left. That's Medzago, as well as trying to see, I think that's Kassar split out to the left. 2 receivers to the right.
Empty set here.
And Kassar's coming in motion. Low snap picked up by Malik Farha trying to get the corner. He's past the 30. First down out to the 40. Malik Farha taking out of bounds right at the 41-yard line. We'll see where they mark him, but that's a first down. Looks like they're going to give him out to the 42-yard line. And you can see he comes over to the near side and just gets that edge, finds a seam, and makes some hay there. And a good first down for Pioneer.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? That's the whole idea. I mean, like, life kind of squirted the lemon, like, in his eye there with the dropped a low snap, but it looks like he made some pretty delicious lemonade. I was not expecting a 3rd down conversion there after that snap. But that's exactly what happened, man. Great job from that young man.
Farha, absolutely. Farha under center. Casares, the deep back, trips to the right, stacked up. Now pitch to Casares, trying the right-hand side. Casares, ooh, good pressure right there. Collect first to him. And they're going to take him back to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 5. They'll bring up 2nd and 15.
A lot of people in the box there for Monroe. Monroe really usually good. They usually have a lot of big guys up front. Usually, I mean, because they train so much against the run. Because you know, they are kind of a run-first offense, especially. So they're kind of used to ground the box, stay in your line of scrimmage, and then tackling the man when he's up there. So they did a pretty good job there of that. 2nd and long here. Interesting play call. Looking like we might see another run, but we'll see.
1 receiver wide to left, tight end tight to line of scrimmage on the left-hand side. 2 receivers to the right. Shotgun formation out there. Now man in motion. Al Kakani comes back behind, and that's going to be, I believe, an illegal shift.
Yeah.
And that will move Pioneer back 5 more yards.
I was going to say, I've never seen a guy like loop around like that, which I guess is because you can't do that. Oh, it looks like it's a false start, actually.
So false start. I think as long as you're not moving, you
forward,
can't
right?
move forward
like CFL.
towards it. You can come back. But yeah.
Maybe he had a little bit more of like a vertical momentum going around the loop, maybe? Because I didn't see any movement on the O-line there.
As, again, 1 receiver to left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for Malik Farhan. As Casares to his right now. Kakani in motion. He loops back behind. There's a low snap picked up. Malik Farha coming to the near side. And he's tackled for a 2-yard loss. As this time Monroe was on top of him. He couldn't collect that snap and make something happen.
Yeah, usually like the miracle worker, sometimes the miracle doesn't work. Twice in a row, you know. Can't make making water out of wine out of water. First time's kind of nice. It's pretty lucky, but usually it doesn't work out the second time. So I mean, it happens. 3rd and a mile here.
3rd and 22. It's a good Uber ride to the first down.
Oh my gosh.
As again, 3 wide receivers, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation, tight end on the right-hand side. Malik Farha looking to take it as he's rolling to the right. Malik Farha looking down the field. Now he's caught in the backfield trying to get away, and he's taken down back there as that was a tackle by, that was Lacey who took him down in the backfield, and that will bring up 4th and 24 for Pioneer.
Not really sure what he was looking for there. I mean, I can't lie. I did not really get a good read on the coverage or the openness of the receivers downfield. Almost looked like he was looking down the near side for maybe like a reverse or something like that, but no matter what happened, it looks like it's 4th and long here.
So not a lot of time for Malik Farha to figure out. Monroe's bringing pressure heavy as that's back, and a kick by Weera Singha. As Weera Singha comes back, and that will be down right about the 48-yard line. So Monroe will start in Pioneer Field at the 49-yard line. They'll be 1st and 10. It's a good field position for Monroe. And Pioneers' defense will have to step up big.
And we have seen Pioneers' defense step up pretty big in a few games. Don't forget the Celine, like the first drive. I mean, that's the only drive I remember. That very first drive with that interception, right?
Absolutely.
So we can make some stuff happen there early too. Crown the box, look at full-out blitz.
Hand off up the middle, taken down is Lowenschich. Gets him taken down. That'll be out to the 43-yard line. That will bring up 2nd and 4. So good gain of 6 yards there. Monroe Steele has the sign as he comes in. As now coming out. Steele under center. He has two backs in the backfield behind him. He hands off right up the middle as trying to take him down. Houston McCoy right there as good takedown of Snavely, who had the ball.
Whenever we would prepare for triple option teams, whenever we would prepare for the big reds, the Bedford and the Monroe, we would always on the D line, they would say they tackled it, or they taped this to our eyelids, man. Tackle the dive, always. The very first fullback who's getting the first one, like we saw there, you want to make that guy's life living heck, if you know what I mean.
Indeed. Again, under center is Steele. Two backs in the backfield. Tight end, tight to line of scrimmage. Handoff up the middle. As that's Snavely again. He will get back to line of scrimmage. Not much more. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Monroe Trojans.
Great job by D lineman there.
Or 4th and 2, excuse me.
But oh no, looks like we have a injured Pioneer on the field.
And popping up, it's Conley was down for a second. Or excuse me, no, that's Ashford, who was down for a second. He popped up. He's all right. So 4th and 2 now with 6:13 left to go. 0-0 is the score. And we'll see Monroe comes to the sideline. They're bringing out, looks like it's probably going to be the punt team. Although Steele's coming back out, so we'll see if they're just going to go for this. Looks like their quarterback will be under center, so the center goes and gets on the ball as that's K on the ball. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Two tight ends tight to line of scrimmage to the left-hand side. Steele under center, looks to his right, man in motion, handing off, trying the far side, and taken down as a good job on top is immediately, I think that was Lone Shish who made first contact, but then a wave of Pioneers came back and took him down.
You know, I love it when usually there's one guy who kind of gets a little too far upfield and misses the tackle. There were 6 people there, Mark, all on the line of scrimmage, ready to bash and wrap up the running back. What great defense from those young men.
4th and 2 turns into 1st and 10 in good field position for your Pioneers. They have 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Nose of the ball right there. 5 minutes, 42 seconds left to go here in the first. It's Pioneer huddled up on the sideline. Now they come out. Malik Farha remains at the quarterback position. As Pioneer getting set for their second offensive drive of the game. They start off 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Malik Farha back in shotgun formation. 4 down linemen with 2 linebackers close to the line of scrimmage. Malik Farha calls for the snap. Low snap again. Looking, he rolls out to the right-hand side, and he's taken down. Out there, as that was Burns who took him down, and I will give Burns some credit. He went to reach for the face mask and then quickly moved his hands and did not make that mistake.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Nevertheless, still planning him like he's Jake Roberts with the DDT. Quite the loss of field position there. I was going to say, it looks like we're playing a little bit of a field position battle. A little worried with the punt only getting into the 48-yard line, but now they've made the stop on defense. But now it looks like they got a little bit more work to go.
2nd and 21 for Pioneer at the 35-yard line. 5 receivers hand off as Houston McCoy trying to cut up the middle, and he will get maybe a yard. That will bring up 3rd and 20 for Pioneer. Houston McCoy doing a jet sweep for a receiver, then cutting up the middle. Collette on the tackle for Monroe. Still 3rd and 20 for Pioneer. It makes it really tough on the offense with these 3rd and long plays. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Shotgun formation. Malik Farha calling for this snap, and that's going to be offside, I believe. That's going to give Pioneer, I'm assuming it's offside, as I saw the defender jump, and yep, that's going to get Pioneer 5 free yards.
I was going to say, because I didn't notice the, like a lineman, kind of wiggle. You guys usually see in the NFL, the early snap.
Exactly.
But the referee still sees the man 40 yards in the Pioneer area, throws a flag, get a little bit yards. Make this 3rd and long a little less long.
Yeah,
3rd
and 15 is it's certainly better than 3rd and 20.
No kidding.
They stay 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Malik Farha, pressure coming, flag down. He throws to the near side. Mazzago trying to get to it and just couldn't bring it in. He had double coverage there. He got up high, trying to keep it down, but couldn't draw it in.
Looked for his best Justin Jefferson impression, but just a little off the mark, man. That would have been real cute, but hey, we'll see what this flag is.
Indeed, flag right at the line of scrimmage, so we'll see if it's it was thrown right when they snapped. A lot of the times that's going to be a procedure penalty on the offense. So false start, they decline it. It's not something you see often because normally they blow it dead on
yeah, I was going to say false start, huh?
But they declined it, so that brings up 4th and 15. So we were seeing back to punt it away.
Wait, false start's a dead ball foul.
Typically.
So how do you lose it down?
As that is back, and back deep to get it is Espinoza Saucedo on the near side. We're Singh takes it. We're Singh puts it up high. That all the way back. Espinoza Saucedo coming over to the far side. He's out to the 40, out to the 45, out to the 50. Gets out to the 45-yard line of Pioneer before he's ridden out of bounds. There are 2 flags that fly afterwards. A lot of the time, that's a late hit out of bounds or a personal foul penalty call.
I mean, it might be late for him. Did you see? It looked like a lot of the Pioneer players bit on the pump fake to like the other guy back deep to the field to punt.
Indeed.
And it looked like he kind of opened up a giant hole for that. Now the problem is now you got to worry about that in the future if that does.
Because they fake the reverse. They fake the guy catching it, then faking it to the other deep back, and then continuing on, and that froze a couple of the Pioneer special teams players.
Gives them just enough time.
That is going to be walked back. That's a penalty on Monroe, and they're walking that back. I believe that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, is it? I'm trying to get, let's see what the, okay, holding. Is holding, he said holding on Pioneer. He pointed towards Pioneer, but so now they're going to walk it back. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty on Pioneer. Looked like they're walking it back 5 yards the other way first. But,
yeah, I think they were to, maybe it was a spot foul.
That's fair. That is fair. Absolutely good call. That's going to be really good field position for Monroe as they have it 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Steele under center. Again, 2 backs in the backfield, tight end, tight to line of scrimmage on the near side. Man in motion, hand off, trying to come up the middle, and Lowenshish again, right on top of it, as he was able to take down Snavely.
Tackle the dive. I remember those 3 words just being like embedded in my brain, man. Tackle the dive. Tackle the dive. Whenever I dive in a swimming pool, I start thinking tackle the dive. That's exactly what these gentlemen just do. Clearly, they're good at that one thing. That's making my heart happy as a former lineman.
Absolutely. That brings up 2nd and 10, 9.5, somewhere around there. They stick with the 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Steele under center. Again, 2 backs in the backfield, man in motion, hand off, trying to go. Nope, that was a fake, a throw out to Jones. Jones coming down the far side to the 20, to the 15. Al-Kakani pushes him out of bounds right around the 9-yard line, so I bid on that fake. That is Monroe, all about deception, where you have a man in motion you can hand it off to, you have the back, and then you have the throw as well.
Exactly. Just when you establish the run, that's when you fake everyone, including the people up here. Right?
Indeed.
So I was looking at these the wide receivers from Monroe. They look like linemen. They can play on the O-line. They're that big and muscular.
They're solid.
So
absolutely.
I mean, they must be pretty good at blocking, and clearly that guy was pretty good at throwing. A little stiff arm at the end too from that guy, but good job from Al-Kakani making sure that he did not get the 6 points off of that reception.
1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Bound back in the backfield, man in motion as handoff over to the near side and taken down. Snavely trying to go up the middle. They'll get him down to the 5-yard line. That brings up 2nd and goal from the 5. Big chance here for Pioneer to get a big stop.
And you need it. You need it. It would suck so bad, especially because you received the ball early in the game. You received the opening kickoff. You can't let this one slip away. If you let Monroe take the initiative here, now you'll be playing on the back foot until you score a lead.
2nd and 4. Pioneer trying to get a big red zone stop here. Again, they stay. One receiver left, one to the right. Under center, man in motion, handing off, and a great job. Napier comes splitting through the line to make the tackle.
Tackle or dive. Tackle or dive. But there is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, but good job by Napier to get Snavely. As you can see on the replay here, good job diving through.
Just calling a diesel, just like crashing into the A gap or just crashing into the A gap when you have someone so close up there. The center, no matter how good at blocking he is, can't block like 1,000 people. Exactly. So eventually, you will bring the bigger the harder they will fall, and you can get to the dive. So great job there from Pioneer. Looks like there is another foul here on the Monroe Trojans as they're walking this one back, but will remain 2nd down.
And it's a 10-yard penalty. I didn't see. I think it was a holding.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick to get hold. Very quick.
No
by
kidding.
The way, also Newman on that tackle as well, by the way, for Pioneer. This brings up 2nd and goal from the 23-yard line. So this is an excellent opportunity for the Pioneer defense. Again, Steele under center. Snavely the back behind him. Jones tight to line of scrimmage on the right-hand side. Trying to see who that is. I think that's Espinoza Saucedo tight to the left-hand side. Wide receiver, wide to the left, wide to the right. Pioneer. Looks like they have 4 linemen, 4 down linemen, linebackers right around 5 yards back. Man in motion. Steele takes it. Steele rolling to the right. Steele, pressure coming, throws downfield.
Wow.
Steele has it, is coming ahead. That's Espinoza Saucedo, and he gets in for the touchdown as he found a seam and ran it all the way down and got in.
That was pretty good from Espinoza Saucedo. The amount of people who are right on top of the QB's tail, Pioneer 3 or 4 of our guys right in front of the quarterback. It looked like he surely was going to throw it away. But when you have the crossing route like that, when you send so many people, they're sending people before the offense is snapped, right? So when you have that many people leaving the box, it really leaves the middle of the field wide open for the score.
They're getting ready for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good.
Almost went over the fence.
Absolutely. I think that was Simmons on the
Yep.
kick. So Pioneer down Monroe 7-0 with 2:20 left to go here in the first. They take the early lead. Pioneer's offense now will have the opportunity to try and answer back and keep this game from getting out of hand early.
2 big plays Monroe has made have both been passing plays. But when you play against generally speaking, a very run-first team,
Yes,
especially when you are down, when they have the ball, they're going to do what they do best, which is run, but there's just not going to be as many completions, not going to be many people going to the end or to the side of the field, which means that clock is going to start ticking, Mark. And
yes.
So when you play with not elite, when you play down against a team that's really good at running, now you have to play a little up-tempo. Can Pioneer do that? Because it looks like right now they're really trying to play almost at Monroe game plan of establish the run. Maybe you need to break some few passes here to make something happen.
Lon is getting warmed up on the sideline. He's now number 9. So Lon getting warmed up, ready to go. Coming out to snap things away. Is that easier to read?
Yes, fine.
Perfect. So what happens when I have all sorts of weird color-coded stuff, and then I try and make other people read it and stuff. So
Exactly. It's a little misprint here. It looks like the Pioneer's blue. Looks like gotta get you a little toner in the work computer, work printer here, like it's Star International.
Simmons back to kick it away, back deep. Al-Kakani on the far side. On the near side is Yan Singh. Here comes the kick by Simmons again. High, long kick, and that's going to be another touchback. So Pioneer 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. as Simmons has a heck of a leg.
Yeah, no kidding. Kid's got a leg. They want to start scouting that guy.
So Pioneer with their third offensive drive here, 2:20 left to go in the first. But boy, it does seem like this first quarter is just slipped by so quickly.
Yeah, it really can happen. I mean, I always thought Monroe was they're very good at they play high, especially from the very beginning, and they're always going to continue to fight. They're very scrappy,
yes.
Right? And that's just something you really can't coach. You just kind of have to be born with that just scrappy fever inside your heart, I guess. If that makes any sense whatsoever. But you got to play with some heart, especially early in the game.
Malik Farha in shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. Now they have an extra back in there for protection. Malik Farha rolling to the left. Malik Farha trying to get around pressure. He makes a jump cut, still in the backfield, and now the entire defensive line gets him and on top of him.
He had Toby Calais open on the flat. It looked like he was going to do what Monroe has done a lot, which is fake 14 different handoffs and then check it down for a long game. But I think he wanted to get a little farther upfield, maybe run it himself and cut inside, and that's kind of what allowed the defending player from Monroe to find that tackle, which is a tackle for loss. He sacked the quarterback there. So an unfortunate moment there for
Lots
the Pioneer.
of hard work for Malik Farha just to make sure it's only a 2-yard loss.
survive.
Snap low, picking it up. Malik Farha now coming to the near side. He has the edge out to the 20, and a really good shoestring tackle back there, as that was Howard who got him, and it looked like Malik Farha was going to get the edge, but Howard just reached out and grabbed that shoe and took him down.
Game of inches.
Absolutely. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go. And it's going to be 3rd and 8, and this is one of the more reasonable third downs that we've had.
Looks like we've got a QB change here.
So coming out, Lon now in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Trying to see who's back there with him. I believe that's Casares back there with him. And Lon takes it. Lon looking over, throws over the middle, grabbed by Al-Kakani, and he just can't bring it in. As he had it, and it looked like he was trying to turn and run, and it just couldn't stay secure. And good opportunity for Pioneer. Lon with a good throw, and that's the other problem is Malik Farha is a really, really, really talented athlete. The problem is when you put him as a quarterback, and I'm glad I'm not a coach for this reason, you're taking away one of your better receivers too.
Yeah,
and that's a tough situation to be in, because he's back in quarterback, a position he doesn't play, and he doesn't have one of the major threats. Here comes the kick by Weir Singh Farha. All the way back. That will go out right around the 42-yard line.
You got to put the best man for the job in every position. If coaches believe that Malik Farha is the best man for the job,
absolutely,
then you have to do it right.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, as the great John Madden would have said, oops, you forgot something on the catch. You got to catch the ball. And it's an unfortunate misstep. Usually you want to cut up field immediately, but you got to get that catch first and then move upfield. A coachable opportunity there for the Pioneer coaching staff there, because he did have the first down if he just held on to it and took a little fall possession catch.
It was a good seam route. It was a very good seam route. Nice throw.
Yeah, it was a really nice throw from Long.
So we'll hope that Pioneer's defense can get a stop. Monroe up 7-0. They have it 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Steele under center. He hands off back. It's trying to come up the middle. Heavy running, as that is going to be taken away.
No,
as Gary says he took it away. I think they're going to say he was down, but Gary came up with the ball.
Yeah, I see a lot of the people in the stands looking for this. We can check the instant replay here as the dive catches the ball. The one time they don't tackle dive immediately, and
hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. I don't even know if it was NFL and we have more cameras, if you could tell if the knee was down or not.
Usually you just call it how they call it on the field and move on as they are right here.
2nd and 1, as that was a run back there by Snavely. Hand off, Snavely trying to get to it, and there's a throw and a big tackle to knock that away, as it was a fake, and they tried to throw it out to Espinoza Saucedo. And that one just a tackle right at the moment.
An awesome heads-up play from our number 4, Yassine, man. exactly popped the ball. Almost looked like the lineman who was on the ground could have like snagged it, but that's probably not the first thing he was thinking of was, oh, yeah, I'm gonna catch the ball when my back's on the turf. So nevertheless, we are here at the second quarter.
As we come to the end of the first, big hit by Jan Steen there. Excellent to call on that. As Pioneer now has the opportunity to try and get a big stop, 3rd and 1. As Monroe, a running team first, but they take that good opportunity on 2nd and 1. That's a time where you see some teams take a shot, try and get a throw over the middle. Pioneer's going to have to try and get a big stop to stop this drive for Monroe and get their offense back on the field.
I mean, 3rd down, 3rd and short. Oftentimes, you go for that little dive run. Pioneer's been pretty good at catching those, though. Given the last time they did the dive run, they got like 8 or so yards on that mark. So, does the Monroe go for all reliable, or do they mix up with a bit more of a check down pass, which are getting a lot of mileage on here? I don't know. Again, as you mentioned earlier, I'm also glad I'm not coaching these two teams, although it would be fun, though.
Absolutely. We do want to thank the following gold sponsors: Bush's Fast Food Mart for supporting the concession sales, and Tasty Burgers for providing the varsity team meal last night. The team loves their Tasty Burgers.
I also love Tasty Burgers.
Everyone tight as there is a run, and that'll be a 1st down and more, as crashing ahead, trying to see if that was Snavely or not. And it was. Snavely got the 1st down. As that was everybody tight, pick up the 1st down, 1st and 10 now from the Pioneer 44-yard line. So Monroe trying to make good hay on their they're already up 7-0 here with 11:40 left to go in the second.
Pioneer again, they crash everyone on the line into the A gap. A really good job from Snavely to bounce into the B gap to get those yards extra. Would not have been able to do that without that bounce.
One receiver left, one to the right. Back in the backfield, now back in motion as double handoff trying to go up the middle, and good tackle. Got back to the line of scrimmage as that was Brendan Bacon who took the reverse, and good job by the Pioneer defense to let him shake free.
And once again, the Pioneer coaching staff is calling a fumble play, and it looks like Pioneer has the ball, Mark.
Pioneer has the fumble. 1st and 10 for Pioneer.
How did that happen?
As we take a look at the replay, and you can see coming up, it was a big hit, and he was held up, and it looks like he went down on top of some Pioneer defenders, so his knees were never down, and the ball came out.
There's a little bit of teamwork there, made the dream work. This could be the momentum shift that you so desperately need.
Speaking of beautiful sights here, it's a beautiful football day, and just the sunset happening over the big house to the left with the red sky there is absolutely.
It's always beautiful, man. As I know we've mentioned before, a lot of these players on that team want to end up playing in that stadium. So the little looming dream right there on the horizon is always a good reminder of what you're fighting for.
As I think the last Pioneer to play there, though, was Antoine Simmons playing with green and white. But that's okay. We'll let that be. He was a fantastic player and a good Pioneer player. That taken, Lon looking to his right-hand side. Lon throws over to Al-Kakani. Al-Kakani trying to cut up, and, he just gets held up long enough where he'll get back to the 45-yard line, but that'll be a loss of 1.
I actually stepped on Antoine Simmons' foot one time, and he was out of practice for the rest of the day. Accidentally cleated him. I felt so bad. I'm like, dude, I probably cost like millions of dollars or something. What's going on with me? My anxiety running for me. But great guy. He's a coach here a little bit too.
Absolutely.
Hope he's doing well.
Absolutely. Hopefully he's doing great. Fantastic Pioneer player. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Lon back in shotgun formation. Casares to his left. 4 down linemen, linebackers, one showing blitz, it looks like from the middle, and that snap is high. Lon going back, and he falls on it wisely, trying to keep that from Pioneer's possession. And we want to make sure, it looks like Lon did get back on it. Garcia back there as well, trying to fall on it.
Good hits a play from Garcia. Always let your lineman fight for you.
Absolutely.
Usually the only time you get to touch the ball is on the fumble. You never want it to happen, though, but when it happens, you got to get it.
So that is going to be all the way back to the Pioneer 26-yard line. That's going to be 3rd and 30. And you don't have a lot of plays in your playbook for 3rd and 30.
No, you don't. It really does suck because it all starts with the center, right? I used to play a little bit of center, and I was never that great at snapping either. I had to change to the flop snap where you kind of palm the top of the football instead of actually give it the spiral.
As man in motion, now handoff going up the middle. Casares spinning, and was that Casares? I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yep, 22 there. Or no, that was Houston McCoy, number 12, taking the stamp up the middle as he'll get all the way back to the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 30, so Pioneer to kick it away.
Yeah, I mean, special teams, or like not necessarily special teams, the long snapper is special teams, but with the center, I mean, it does really struggle. When you have like a center, you do not want to get in your head, man, because it all starts with you, okay? So take deep breaths if this was me, or if there's anyone I could talk to. Take deep breaths. You guys, it all starts with you. You can make it up for it.
There's the punt high. Weerasinghe puts it over to the near side. That'll hit, and then taken down as Martin leaps up, and he won't let that get returned. That'll be stopped right at the 26-yard line. So it's 7-0. Monroe with the lead, and as much as Pioneer's offense hasn't found a groove yet, the defense has kept them in this game.
Yeah, usually in high school football, when you're only letting 7 points low, I mean, you're bending, you're not breaking. So you're still doing exactly what you're trained to do to limit the offense from getting 10 yards to drive, right? So
Absolutely.
As long as you continue to do that, make the field as small as possible for your offense, you're doing exactly what you need to do. Keep doing it.
It's Pioneer, 2 big plays for Monroe are really the difference on that scoring drive. 2 big pass plays, Monroe. Again, the center gets there well before the rest of the line.
We've always done that.
One receiver to the left, one to the right. Under center is Steele, man in motion. Back, Steele looking to throw. He's rolling to the right, throwing to the right, and he's just throwing that away. Nobody in the flat. Closest to it back over there was 21, who I don't have on my roster.
Great job there from the cornerbacks of the Ann Arbor Pioneers. A lot of the time we are seeing those plays get eaten up. I love how they're covering the middle of the field, not letting the check down slant route cheating maneuver win.
Yep.
And then actually having to the blitz pressure the quarterback to throw him away.
Yeah, 2 linemen right on top of him, and then that crossing route was well covered over the middle.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta well cover these things, especially when you're thinking they're gonna run. They're the trickeration team, Mark.
Here, back to pass, rolling to right, Steele. Now he's trying to run, and he's taken down in the backfield as a Pioneer got a big, meaty paw there and took him down. I believe that was Napier, number 31, who got in there first. We'll check the replay here.
Looks like there was an injured Trojan on the field.
So down, it looks like
Tisher.
Tisher is down. So we will let them tend to Tisher. We hope he's all right. He's down on his side. The trainer's coming out, so we hope he will be all right. But 3rd and 15. Now, you assume that they'll probably do a run, or they'll do a pass here most likely. But at least this time, Pioneer should be hopefully ready for the pass.
I mean, it's going to look like a run because that's what they're really good
Yes,
at. I mean,
they are.
Whenever it's very deceiving from up here.
Yes.
When I was on defense against Monroe, I was always either a D end or a D tackle. My job was very defined, literally just tackle the dive, murder the dive, tackle the dive, tackle the dive. That's literally the only thing I thought of, right? So, so my job was a little easier than the linebackers' jobs, right? When you have to actually count in your head, cut back, counter, reverse, you gotta take those stutter steps. You gotta actually kind of read even the quarterback's eyes, even. It is a lot more effort than my monkey brain thing I had to do. But it's fooling me up here. I see the vision why this stuff works, man. I was always as a player kind of confused why they go with triple option, why don't they run more of a spread or a pro style thing. I see the vision now.
Deception. Big time deception.
Exactly.
Tisher gets off the field. Monroe out for 3rd and 15 with 8:16 left to go. Now they have one receiver wide to the right. Everyone else tight to the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends back in the backfield. Steele under center. He takes it. Steele looking back. Steele rolling to his right. Steele avoids a hit, and then he goes down as he avoided the first wave and then got taken down. And a flag afterwards, as that might have been. We'll see what it is.
Dude.
It kind of looked like the tackle might have come in a little high.
Yeah, it might. Maybe there was some jaw jarring, because if that happened to my quarterback, I'd probably not let the defending player get away with it. But boom, right there. You hate to see it for the safety of the kid, but at the same time, it's like, what a nasty hit.
And it looked like a good shoulder right to the sternum.
Yeah,
so clean hit there, I think. Although we'll see as the official over talking to Coach Griggs.
Was it somehow the 1962 like a little football or NFL, or something Ray Lewis would do? We'll say.
So personal foul on Pioneer. Coach Griggs getting an explanation. That's going to be a first down, automatic first down, 15-yard penalty.
Must be calling it against the line or the second player, because unless there was some jogging back and forth at the end of the play there, it's the only thing I can think of. Because it looked like a very meaty hit, looked rather clean-ish.
It looked, but again, we don't have that level of.
Yeah, and, the refs want to protect what's best for the players. He's either 14 or through 18 years old.
Yeah.
You don't want to like allow that to continue on it, because they're going to punt anyway here.
As 3rd and 5, so not an automatic first down on a personal foul.
Huh.
That's interesting as they take it back, kicking it high
Oh,
up
my gosh.
in the air as it is super high, but a short kick hits at the 50, takes a big Pioneer bounce, and they're going to down it right about the 43-yard line. So Pioneer's going to have some fantastic field position. I thought he said it was a personal foul, but aren't those normally automatic first downs?
I heard personal foul, and I also know those are usually automatic. We also saw a false start that caused a loss of down. Wasn't a dead ball foul. Interesting. I mean, I'm a little confused. Maybe they're just different. Like, I mean, a lot of the time with high school football, it's not the same like calls you see in the NFL or in college, right?
Look, the officials know this game and these rules better. I try and read the rule book every year, but these folks are dedicated. They're doing this for not a lot of money.
It's really a timeless position, man. And like, while usually the only time you think about the referees when you think they did something wrong, it really is it's just a grateful for them.
Back Lon throwing over to the right. That's caught by Al-Kakani. Al-Kakani going for the first down. Out to the 30, spinning as he'll be taken down right at the 30-yard line, but that's a first down. Lon to Al-Kakani.
Oh, no, it looks like.
Pioneer offense is on the move. Was there something you
I
saw?
could have sworn the line judge over there just called the turnover symbol for the Bedford or the Monroe offense, but I guess my brain was mistaken. Sorry for those who are listening.
Just wanted to scare me. That's
yeah,
all right.
no kidding. Was that the first completed pass for the Pioneers this game? Or maybe the second?
I think it was the second.
The second?
Yeah, I believe. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. As Lon trying to hand off, and that's a low snap. And the handoff tough, and hopefully only a tackle in the backfield. As I don't see the turnover symbol, but that'll be a loss of 2. That'll take it to 2nd and 12 down at the 32-yard line.
Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths. It's 0-7. Deep breaths. Do the little things right, and we can get the job done. If I'm the coach, I'm telling my players at halftime, no matter what the score is, deep breaths. Don't let nothing get in your head.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Lon. Man in motion. That's Al-Kakani. Fakes it. Coming up, Casares coming up the middle as he's battling, as he will work hard for a yard as he kept on turning those legs but could only get a yard. As the Monroe coach looks like he's calling a turnover. He is emphatically pointing at the turnover over on the far side.
It looks like he's getting an explanation from the referees, and
looking at the Whitehead, I don't see, they didn't make the turnover motion, but both the Monroe player and the Monroe coach were adamant that it was a turnover over there. 6:14 left to go here in the second before halftime. 7-0 Monroe with the lead. 3rd and 12 for Pioneer. They have good field position at the 48-yard line. You assume that this would probably be 4-down territory in here.
Very well could be. You don't get the ball to start the second half. You got 6 minutes left. Chances are, no matter what happens, you're going to get the ball at least one more time again. 4th down territory, I'd say so.
Shotgun formation, man in motion from left to the right as that's Jan Singh.
No
Pitch,
no
and
way.
Nobody home, and that is Monroe who grabbed it as miscommunication on the pitch, and Monroe grabs it, and that will be 1st and 10 Monroe right at about the 33-yard line. That 6:03 left to go here before halftime. Monroe 7-0, and their offense back on the field.
You know, you've had 4 quarterbacks so far this year. You've had Sala today, or Farr rather. You had Farr today. You've had Log today too. I understand the aspect of like getting to know each of the quarterbacks, like mechanics and the quirks and features of how they hand off the ball and do things, but it just does suck to see the little things fall apart.
It's not a lot of fun, but everyone's working hard. They're doing what they can with with what practice they have. Back to the handoff and taken down right there and Steele handed off. And the Pioneer offensive line really having a day. I think that was Ashford who got that tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is making me so happy, man. This front four is it's beautiful to see them tag victory at all costs. Okay, surely at one of these points you're gonna start holding up the guy and just carrying him like they did to David Montgomery the other side of the call to safety. Look at points that way. Love them to hear from the front four, man.
Absolutely. That brings up 2nd and 13. Back, ready to go. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right, Steele. Under center. No one directly behind him. They have backs, tight ends to the left and right now. Man in motion. Steele looking to hand off and taken down in the backfield by Gary. Gary did not let Espinoza Saucedo out, and he took him down in the backfield.
Oh, no. It's looking like we've got a little bit of mayhem behind the line of scrimmage. The ball's supposed to go forward. Don't you know? This defense is putting on a performance, man.
This is something we've seen from the local college teams, Michigan, Michigan State, big defenses early on in the season. Pioneer trying to imitate that.
Come on.
And one back in the backfield, tight end tight in motion. Back to throw is Steele. Steele pitches it. He gets it over. And good job by Akram Farhad to take him down over on the far side as he took Snavely down. Snavely got back to about the 36-7-yard line, but that will bring up 4th down.
That would have been a first down if it wasn't for all those negative plays.
Indeed.
So the defense bending but not breaking. Now they're in a punting formation here. They've got Simmons out back to punt. The defense did exactly what they're trying to do.
You saw Akram Farha playing center field there and just made a beeline as soon as he read that
like the kid from Bad News Bears who started catching all the balls from left and field and right field. Never got sad. Exactly. Closing speed. Love to see it.
Simmons back to kick it away. I believe that's Malik Farha.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. That's, Jan Sain back. Jan Sain gets it at the 40, out to the 45, the 50. Jan Sain out to the 45, the 40, down to the 30. Jan Sain down to the 20, still inbounds before he's taken out inside the 20-yard line. Beautiful return. Pioneer will have very good field position.
Hate to be that guy. There is a penalty marker on the field.
I did not see that penalty marker. So 3 minutes, 39 seconds left to go. 7-0 Monroe with the lead, but Pioneer will have the ball. Flag down at the 30. So if that was a holding, a spot foul, that'd take Pioneer back around the 40-yard line. We'll see exactly what this is. Again, the official talking to Coach Grigg.
Yep. It's like it was before the ball was kicked, even, so perhaps it was a little bit of a hold earlier in the punt. But what a phenomenal spark of a false start.
False start for Monroe. So Pioneer, that flag will not affect the return. As a matter of fact, they'll add 5 yards onto it. And that'll be nice for Pioneer. They had tough starting field position the first couple drives, but it's gotten better and better throughout this game.
Yassine, thank you, my guy.
Yes,
thank you. That was a heck of a return, man. That was real nice. Great blocking downfield too. Love to see it. That's where you need to be. We've been talking all sad these past 2 quarters, man, because we see that 0 on the scoreboard. Score some points, boys.
Line in shotgun formation. McCoy to his right. Houston McCoy taking it, spinning up the middle, still battling as he'll get a couple yards down to the 15-yard line. Gain of 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 for Pioneer.
Would love to see a throw here. I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know how much they trust the arm of Long, but I've seen some nice throws. We saw how he played in the JV game. He's called up and playing on varsity for a dang reason, man.
Yeah, Lon has had some good throws already in this game even.
Yeah, I think you let the young kid at least throw one maybe earlier here before 3rd down, if it's 4th down, if it's 4th down territory especially.
Malik Farha wide to the left, Medzaga wide to the right, Al Kakani in the slot to the right. Shotgun formation for Lon, throwing out to the near side. That's caught by Medzago. Medzago trying to avoid pressure. He's underneath inside the 10. They'll mark him down about the 7-yard line. That should be close to a first down. That's going to be right around the line to gain, so it's going to depend on where they mark it.
Gonzaga did a really good job of cutting a little back. Almost looked like a little bubble screen where you have to go back a little bit then shoot forward, avoiding all the Trojans in front of him. Really, really great second effort from him to get those extra yards here. Make this third down so much easier.
3rd and 1, Pioneer. You figure they'll go for it on 4th if they can't get it. That is going to be an offside. That's going to be a free 5 for Pioneer.
I'll take it.
And we'll get the first down. Pioneer will take that first down any way they can get it. 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to go. 7-0 Monroe with the lead. But if Pioneer can cash in here, how sweet would it be to have a tie? I don't want to put carts before horses.
Let's see how good Monroe is at tackling the dive. If they're so good at it. You know, we'll see. If the momentum shifts anywhere, Mark, it's shifting here.
Juan Lalone in the backfield. 1st and goal as fake handoff to Al Kakani, and the ball down, and Monroe says they have it. Monroe saying they have it, and they do. Again, issue on the handoff, and that causes Monroe to take over deep in their own territory, and they're able to stymie Pioneer and keep the 7-0 lead.
The momentum has shifted.
It did, and that was the announcer's curse. That is 100%
My bad,
me.
bro. Commentator's curse. Oh, it happens. Yeah.
That is absolutely on me. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left to go here, as it is 7-0. Monroe with the lead. They're going to try and get out as they have it at their own 5-yard line. As Steele has one receiver wide to the right. Back in the backfield, 2 tight ends tight end in motion. Hand off coming up the middle. Crashing forward is Snavely. They'll get him out to about the 11-yard line. So that is going to be 2nd, and they'll say 5. Akram Farha on the stop. Clock stops at 1:52. I believe that would be a timeout call. You would imagine maybe that would be Pioneer takes the timeout, so they want to talk things over. Now, the defense has been put in some tough, quick change situations, but they have really done a fantastic job when they've had to immediately switch and move to defense when they thought they might have a few more moments to take a breather. How is that as far as a defense goes? Does your mentality have to be on the sideline that, hey, I could be called in at any point in time, or how hard is it when you get that turnover and you think you have a few more minutes, but you're right back out? You
always you're taught to, and you really should be in the mindset of, oh, I could be there at any moment in time. I gotta keep my eyes on the prize, right?
Yeah.
But it's not what it is. You are a kid, and so when you're down there, you're driving, you're having fun. Whatever happens, like a quick turnover, anything happens. Gotta put my helmet back on. Where to go? Oh my gosh! Sometimes you grab the old lineman's helmet who's coming off the field, and his 4 sides is too big or something for your head. I remember that happened a few times earlier in some of my friends' careers. Had to borrow mine a little bit, and I do have a big head. So
here comes Monroe as Miley Cyrus being very popular and everyone's singing it out there, so gotta love that. And 1 minute 52 seconds, whistles blow as the officials make sure the ball's marked, and now the officials talking things over. I don't know if it's not like the play clock when it started, because they keep that on their own.
Like offsides or encroachment on the defense. We're doing our best Thursday night football impression here, man. 40,000 flags. I need another one, man. Let me throw something down here.
So that's going to be, that will end up being a first down for Monroe. Offsides for Pioneers, so 1:52 left to go. Monroe will have it 1st and 10, right from their own 16-yard line. Steele back, hands off, trying to come up the middle, and nothing doing. Gets back to line of scrimmage, but a good job to grab Snavely and take him down and not let him get any room.
I really love how fast the Pioneer defense just crashes into the defense, crashes into the O-line. It's not even actually you. It's like a car crash. You have to wail every human part of every atom in your body at the offensive lineman. I always remember. Langston Laramardrosi and Patrick Pardon, the Mike and the Will linebacker, or the same rather, when I was playing, would always kind of like let the defensive lineman know, hey, I'm going in here, or I'm going in here, or they would stutter up and then try and get the other person to move. They'd always make sure the defensive lineman would know, hey, cut in, like go into like the 2 instead of a 2-eye here, so I can get my body through this gap.
Yeah.
Just those micromanagements make magic happen. It's micromanaging.
How much do they do hard counts in high school? Is that something that you got to deal with?
It will happen a lot. You know, it's kind of like in the same as the NFL. I mean, the NFL, they'll do like turbo set. They'll do like on Blue or on Omaha or whatever when they'll change the play. A bunch of nonsense. Usually in the call or in high school, they'll say like, all right, right diamond 32 on 1. And so ready, set, go. And then they slide the ball. If it's right diamond 32 on 2, you go hut, and it's the hard count, right? Usually that, you only mix it into scenarios when it's convenient to do that, like 4th and 1 scenario, when you're right there. It's really not a thing you like to do a lot. I wish it was, but you got to have really disciplined players, and sometimes that's not how it happens.
2nd and 9 for Monroe at their own 16-yard line. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go. Receiver wide to the left, receiver wide to the right, back in the backfield. Tight ends tight to the line of scrimmage. Looks like Steele's actually back in shotgun formation. So clock's going to get 3 more seconds on it. So this is the first time I think I've seen shotgun for Monroe here.
Yeah, not a common occurrence. The Titanic is flying here, Mark.
As taken back, trying to go over. Rolling to the right. There's a throw, and was he inbounds? No catch. Incomplete. That will bring up 3rd and 10. 1 minute, 42 seconds left to go. That stops the clock.
That was a really nice snag from number 21. Just couldn't get the feet in bounds.
And I do not have him on my roster. But, yeah, it was a really good catch. He just wasn't he was close to inbounds, but wasn't there.
You can't have an infinite field. That would be kind of silly. But appreciate the effort from the young man here. Looks like we got 2nd and 5 or so.
So 3rd and...
another penalty.
So another penalty on Pioneer.
What?
So late hit on the quarterback. So roughing the quarterback to call. So that gives Monroe 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. They stay in shotgun formation. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Rolling to the right is Steele. Steele takes a hit as he throws it up. It's bounced up high. It's caught but taken down right at the first down, or right at the original line of scrimmage. As that ball was bobbled, and boy, it hung up there. It looked like a Pioneer player could get it.
Yeah, a little jump ball. You know, it happens. Good job, good heads up play here from the Monroe player who ended up catching it. Looked like Steele was a little late to get up, so good to see him still on his feet. Oh my gosh! And then
just tipped up and grabbed back there. Boy, that was
could have been disastrous for Monroe. So.
Clock counting down, 1 minute, 5 seconds, and counting. 2nd and 9 for Monroe. Steele back under center. Steele, hands off, trying to go up the middle is Snavely. He'll get out to the 35-yard line, so that will be a gain of, I believe, 4.
Snavely must have like 20, like 25 carries.
He has carried a lot today so far.
No kidding.
So clock counting down, 37 seconds. Monroe has all 3 timeouts. They are not using them. They look like they are happy to go in 7-0, although they might throw a big bomb here. Steele back, looking to his left, still looking, rolling to his left, throwing out as that was down. Newman going down, diving to try and get it, but it's interesting because it looked like they were just letting the clock run, but that throw stops the clock.
Yeah, it does. I think the Sam linebacker called his own number there, tried to go in for a blitz to try and just last second catch the Steele, like kind of like the little Bryce Young set his feet and immediately get whaled. Unfortunately, I think he's a little underthrew his player because he had a guy trying to run him over. So it does look like, though, we do have a Pioneer. One of our very, very
Ashford is down. He is now on his back, and they're working on him. So that's the second time I believe Ashford is down. They'll work on him, and we hope that he'll be all right.
Him and his boys on the D-line are playing a heck of a game, so it would suck to see him out of the field.
They are. They're playing a great game. That brings up 4th and 6, 22 seconds left to go. I'll admit I'm a little surprised they threw it there. I know they're trying to catch Pioneer off guards, and they didn't leave Pioneer with a lot of time, but you assume they're going to punt here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I did see like number 17. I don't think it was like a false start, but I feel like he was just immediately was like 0 to 100 on his miles per hour meter.
Yeah,
it looked like he was like almost on like the 30-yard line when the play ended up dying. It looked like they were going for a bomb.
Yes.
Right, and if they were to have gotten that, then that really does change the momentum of the game. I mean, as we mentioned, like I think one of our first games here, the double dip, because they get ball to start the half.
They do.
Right?
They
so
do.
Are they trying to double dip, make this a 21-point game? Or now, I hope that they're not. I hope we take a few knees here and go in. But it does make the very slim margin.
Coming off very, very, not putting a lot of weight on that left leg. We hope he's all right as the trainer is getting him off over on the side. So Pioneer will return a punt here as Jan Sain back around the 30. He had a really good return last punt. Love to see him take it to the house here, but you assume they're going to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, they've got to.
Simmons standing at his own 31-yard line. Jan Sain at his own 29-yard line. 22 seconds left to go. Monroe 7, Pioneer nothing. Simmons has it. Simmons, right foot into it. High kick. It's going to be a high, short kick, bounce at the 40, all the way back around the 30-yard line. Takes a big Monroe bounce down the 25-yard line. And that will be stopped right at 8 seconds left to go. And you assume at this point, with everything that's happened with Pioneer, you take a knee, you're happy to be down 7-0, and you work on some things and you try and come back and get this game tied after halftime. Would be what I would think. Of course, Coach Griggs could decide to go for a big bomb here.
You know, it does suck. My brain is looking. I mean, you ever want to have you never want to be like harping on the stuff. You just go. You know, just learn from your mistakes. Don't feel bad about it. I really feel bad about that jet sweep on the end of the zone over there, almost when Pioneer had the touchdown. I feel like when Long. I don't want to speculate. I saw Long go down to the field, and I saw him talking to his coach and pointing at his coach, wrist coach. Was the play he called different than the one the coach wanted him to call? Did he want him to call a different play? Was the wrist coach incorrect? I don't know. Don't want to speculate. But
it's also, I mean, especially with Farha taking some snaps, that means you split them. As Lon back,
Yeah.
Lon looking over, throws over the middle. That's caught coming over Mezzago out to the 35. Mezzago still trying, and he's down, as that will be down with 1 second left to go. Pioneer, I assume, calls a timeout, and they do. So Mezzago really battling and gets out to the 33-yard line.
See that block from Colias, man?
Yes.
That was sexy. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Colias got a good block out there.
Yeah, I mean, it also, to go back to what we're talking about, it's never fun to have, two quarterbacks. I mean, the old adage of, a team that has two quarterbacks has zero quarterbacks. And it's you've got one guy out there all the time. It's not like they're, both fighting for the ball at the same time. So lean on to your quarterback's strengths, trust him, give him that confidence, lift each other up. That locker room better not be full of kicking and screaming, because it's a one-score game.
It is a one-score game.
Your defense is playing hot.
And the offense has shown good moments. It's just been a couple. It's been a couple miscues that honestly could just be not having as many snaps with the first team and not, just not being on the same page.
Yeah.
And that will work out. That's something you can work on and can get better. It's not anyone's fault. It's just lack of time.
We call them miscues. Coach probably gonna call them stupid mistakes. No matter what they are, they got to go away.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation. As little Katy Perry telling everyone they're a firework. Quick throw over to Malik Farha. Malik Farha is a firework. He comes over to the 50. Malik Farha coming down to the 45, down to the 40. He's still on his feet at the 40, and now finally taken down with no time left. But boy, he fought hard to get down, and I know it was probably a prevent defense back there for Monroe, which made it more exciting for us. But good, tough running for Malik Farha, and it's only a single-score game.
Malik, Katy Perry Farha now. Forever and trying. Love that coffee room. Looked like a firework. That is true.
Yeah, they were all singing firework. I had to throw it out.
Had to throw it out. I'm glad the kids don't know that one. There's no Skibbity or Rizzler or any little brain rot words in there. A good old classic pop song for the people.
All right, well, it is halftime. We're going to turn it over to the Pioneer Marching Band here, and we will be back for your second half action. You are watching Pioneer Varsity Football. They're down 7-0 to Monroe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pioneer Marching Band. In 1968, with the support of Congress, President Lyndon Johnson signed into law National Hispanic Heritage Month to celebrate the accomplishments, culture, and achievements of Hispanic Americans across the country to the nation's culture and history. Next, to celebrate the 56th annual edition, the Pioneer Marching Band presents a show dedicated to some of the great Hispanic American artists of across the decades. Joining us in tonight's performance, please welcome members of the 8th grade band from Tappan Middle School and Slauson Middle School. Our first two start us close to the present. In 2017, Cuban Mexican-American singer-songwriter Camila Cabello wrote this single in anticipation of her debut album, Camila. Both the original hit and the remix featuring Daddy Yankee were smash hits, hitting the top of the Billboard Hot 100. The Pioneer Marching Band presents our first selection evening of Venom. Let's give some love to our finalists for Cross. Next feature brings us back to the 1990s when Puerto Rican superstar Ricky Martin was recording his fifth studio album. With the help of songwriter, producer, Rico Roseland, and Reggie Tell, this Latin pop hit scored the charts. Was nominated for Record and Song of the Year at the 1999 Grammy Awards, and eventually became one of the best-selling singles of all time. Catapulting Ricky into the height of stardom from his self-titled album, we present his 90s dance hit, Living in La Vida Loca. Please welcome to the stand, Drum Major Valentina Park. another decade, the 1980s, we present this song from American supergroup Miami Sound Machine, Cuban American singer Gloria Estefan. It actually becomes her signature song. This 1985 hit became a must-play in clubs and on radio stations across the world. All right, now we're going to be taking our talents to South Beach. Here is Gloria Estefan's Conga. And finally, we return to the 20th century with another hit from 2017. Performed by Luke County and WNC. We're invited to listen to our remix later that year. This smash hit sparked a renewed popularity in English, Spanish language pop music on American airwaves. This number will feature the combined bands of the Boston Golden Bears and Captain Trojans. Under the direction of Mr. Lord South and Mr. Anderson, with help from the APS Anderson Caroline Fitzgerald. Without further ado, Alexa, Pioneer, play Despacito.
Let's go! Come on!
Peace and love to our Swanson Golden Bears, our Captain Trojans, and our Ann Arbor Pioneer High School marching band. The Pioneer Marching Band would like to thank parents of the Pioneer Dance Association for their continued support and especially tonight of tonight's fashion show. We would also like to thank the parents, students, and teachers of the Swanson.
That was a fantastic Pioneer marching band. They had a great halftime show. We really appreciate it. Always great to have the band. They do such a fantastic job. Get the crowd fired up as well. So
Absolutely.
we appreciate them. There it goes. It's nice
Oh,
if I have
yeah.
my mic in front of me. So great job by the Pioneer band. Very grateful for them. And
Emmy Award winning.
Absolutely.
I don't got an Emmy.
absolutely, yeah. I'm not sure they'd let me in the building when they were handing them out, honestly, but that's neither here nor there.
We can do commentary for the Emmys. That'd be kind of cool. We talked to my guy Jimmy Kimmel.
There you go.
He loves Pioneer football. Speaking of Pioneer football, you're only down 0-7, man. And we're talking earlier about how it's just really like a few, like, it's not like Monroe is playing like super hot. And look at the score, 7-0. This looks
Exactly.
like a final score from like Sonny Jurgensen's era, right?
Yeah.
And so it's not like it's out of the question for a momentum shift in one way or the other. We've seen a few simple mistakes, some miscues, as we mentioned earlier, from the Pioneer offense. If that coaching room, whatever they did in there, if they can clean them up, I think the Pioneer will win.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we win.
Yeah, if we can keep that defense going, if we can just connect on a couple of these passes, and that'll open up the run game for a couple pops out there, and hopefully Pioneer can take advantage of this because it is right there for them. And again, it doesn't get any easier next week, so you got to take advantage of it when you can. Now, Monroe's going to have something to say about that. Obviously, they have the lead. They're going to want to try and come down and get the kickoff and charge down and make it 14-0.
Yeah.
So Pioneer's defense is right up they have to stand up quick.
They got coaches too. Monroe always been well coached, always been well schemed. They got coaches too. They want to win as well. They've got that big old TV right there. And they're not playing games on. They're not playing Fortnite or anything. They're looking at film. They're trying to figure out, what are these little miscues that Pioneer's making on defense? How can we capitalize on defense, or on offense rather, to pick apart the Pioneer defense? Something that they really have not been able to do.
That defensive line and the linebackers have been very, very good thus far. So, yeah, we're the stream guys. We're broadcasting.
Song suggestions.
As wonderful fans out here.
We should start singing at one point.
Student section. As I believe it's, is it America Day? Everyone wearing red, white, and blue.
Like
and
America out.
Lean Greenwood playing right now. And takes me back to my Boy Scout camps and everything with this.
That's true.
Out at the National Jamboree, they played this a lot.
Yes. I'm an Eagle Scout, as the legend goes. That is true.
I had everything, and I aged out right before I could turn everything in.
That is so funny. Many such cases, we'll say. Many of my young, not so young anymore, Life Scout faithful, whether they got a girlfriend or got a job or whatever, their heart wasn't in it anymore, man. And it's cool that, because Boy Scouts is a lot like football. It's a lot of leadership.
Yeah.
It's about the children, right?
Yep.
It's all about taking these boys and turning them into men, right? And that's what you really have to do here.
Yep.
When you are a coach, you lift your boys up.
Yep.
You don't yell and scream at them.
Yep.
You don't put them to the dirt. That's what the opposing players are supposed to do, right?
Yep.
You lift them off the dirt. You say, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you're getting back up every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep getting back up. That's what I'm seeing from Pioneer defense. That's what I'm still seeing, that fight from the quarterback, from the O-line especially. O-line is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Absolutely.
Keep up that momentum.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens. The officials gathered around the middle, and the Pioneer offense has had good field position. They've gotten it down. They got down to the 3-yard line before a fumble went Monroe's way, and you got to have mind of a goldfish. Ignore that. Let it go. Know that you can move this ball. As both teams, the officials get them going the right way. Pioneer is going to kick off right to left to Monroe. Monroe going down to get this ball, so they're going to have their deep backs, looks like. They have about 3 across the middle. Over on the far side is Espinoza Saucedo. In the middle, or over on the near side is Smith, and in the middle, in the middle is Jones. So they got 3 right back, right around the 14-yard line.
Monroe loves shenanigans on the kickoff, man. We saw a little bit earlier with the pump fake. They've got 3 men backfield. Be careful about the shenanigans.
Absolutely. As ready to back and kick it off is Jang. So Jang has the ball set right inside the near hash mark. He'll go back. Pioneers spread out. They have 5 players to the left.
Cam Thomas.
7 to the right. Jang puts it up, and that's going to be whistles right off the bat and a flag, and that's probably going to be a false start there. Or not false start, but
legal man downfield.
Yeah, legal man downfield.
Not what it is. I mean, you always got to start off right. And, I mean, the kick was kind of weird, too, as well.
It looked like they were going for not quite an onside, but to the up back where they could hopefully someone could fumble it or something of that nature.
I mean, it looks like they wanted to. Maybe even they were afraid of the Monroe shenanigans with the hook and ladder, like how you don't look like Arizona Cardinals did last Sunday, right?
Indeed.
So maybe it looks like they're gonna do a re-kick here. Right. So a little bit of a do-over, but pretend that never happened. We'll continue on with our lives.
Back, 5-yard penalty, back to the 35-yard line. Jang back to kick it away. Now Pioneer does their traditional kind of huddle up tight. They're going to run to the ball, then step back and spread out.
Now, you always mention at one point here, they are going to onside it from there.
They are absolutely going to do that. Now the
right now.
Monroe deep backs are up around the 30. Now they'll back around the 25, 20-yard line. Jang back to kick it away, puts his right foot into it. That's a chip over to the far side, caught by the up back, and he's going to just take it right there as that was grabbed back there by, that's going to be 80, who I don't have on my roster. Oh, excuse me, that's Farowski, who got that. So Monroe will take it. Short kick, but no big return. So Monroe will have it 1st and 10, and they're going to mark it right about the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for the Trojans. Pioneers defense, lots of work ahead of them as Steele is under center. Again, 1 receiver wide to the left, tight ends tight to the line of scrimmage, 1 back in the backfield. Hand off, trying to go up the middle. They have a little bit of room as Akram Farhad trying to get off of a block. Back in there, Jang in there, but that's going to be out to the 49-yard line is where they're going to mark that. That's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
Well, ever from Jang trying to rip the ball out, man. Unfortunately, no dice there. I mean, you see the dive, the tactical dive game has elevated. They are now bouncing back to the B gap almost every single play. So now you have to kind of rely on those outside linebackers like we just saw there to wrap up at that moment. Do not want that big gain going. A gain of 8 yards on the run. You don't want to see that every time, but for now, we'll live with it.
There's the handoff trying to go up the middle. That's a 1st down for Snavely. He'll get out to about the 43-yard line. That'll move the chains 1st and 10 at the Pioneer 43 for Monroe. They have the 7-0 lead, 11-13 left to go. 2 big plays, and they've already moved the chains. They're on the Pioneer side of the 50. As they split the huddle, Monroe comes to the line. Steele under center. Again, 2 backs in the backfield now. The wide receiver is fairly tight. He's on the short side to the left. Handoffs. That's going to be Jones. Flag flies right there, right in the middle as he gets out to the 35-yard line. We'll see exactly what that flag was. Pioneer hoping it's a hold. Akram Farha on the stop. I think the initial indication was a Pioneer penalty.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing too. I'm not sure exactly what it would be.
Kind of looked like maybe someone got a face mask or something. We'll see. Holding. Offense. It is a holding on the offense, so that will back them up.
Did you see the referee point towards the Pioneer side like I did?
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't. The only thing I could think of was it'd be like face mask or illegal hands to the face or something.
Look, I'm easily tricked. I don't need help, man.
Yeah, dude, I'll take it. Referee, I got you. Thank you, my big guy. Thank you, dog.
They'll back to the 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. That is going to be first and a ways. That's going to be first and at least 20. Back, handoff over to the near side, trying to get the near side, and taken down as that was Brendan Bacon. Brendan Bacon taken down. He was calling for a horse collar, but to no avail. And he'll get out right to the 48-yard line. So Dana won there.
What a great job from Houston McCoy, man. An incredible tackle. I mean, the guy wanted a horse collar. That was not a horse collar, man. That was a clean tackle to me. And exactly what you want to be when you have so much of your investment into the middle of the field, a gut run. When you can get people who can bounce to the outside, get that tackle, especially when you have a lot of the yards to go, doing just fine. This defense is great, man. Play on. Really good.
Steele under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver wide to the left. Steele, as he fakes the handoff, back there, throws over the middle, and is that caught? It is, right at the first down marker. That's going to be Howard as he's down to the 32. No catch. No catch. The side official comes in and waves it and says it hits the ground, and the Pioneer fans rejoice.
His referee was put on his show. He's like getting out like, no, slamming the turf.
Taking a look at this replay, is that throw right over the mid. Well, yeah, it looks like, boy, it hit the ground there. Hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
But Pioneer will take it as that's 3rd and 19.
Okay.
As that was a first down on that throw. So Pioneer's going to have to watch the throw over the middle, and Steele had a lot of time.
That would have been the gut punch that slayed the dragon, we'll say, if that were to have been a completed pass. Nevertheless here, 3rd and an Uber ride, as you mentioned earlier.
Davis wide to the left, 2 backs in the backfield, Steele under center. Linebackers showing blitz on the far side. Steele takes it back, looking to throw. Throws down the left-hand side as Al-Kakani off his fingertips. But it's okay as long as it's incomplete. That brings up 4th and 19. Good job, Al-Kakani, being back there and having coverage.
Yeah, man. Love to see it. Looked like he's trying to go for the leap of faith Superman catch. But you know what? If you're going to overthrow the line or the wide receiver, you might as well overthrow the cornerback too. Nevertheless, we've got the 4th down here. That would have been a heck of a catch for no matter who caught that downfield. But now we're going to have a little bit of a show from, finally, the Pioneer offense in this second drive.
Simmons back to kick. He has kicked them very, very high. Jan Sain back deep for Pioneer. Almost blocked. As that's all the way back, Jan Sain takes it to 15 as he waits for a fair catch there. As that will be, Pioneer will have it. As where are they going to mark it? Right at the 15, it looks like. 16-yard line. As the side judges were kind of walking in on an angle. Looks like they're going to set it right about the 13-yard line there.
Somewhere like that. Nevertheless, great stop. Exactly what the people needed from the Pioneer defense. They're getting pretty good at that one, Mark. They're getting pretty good at the 6 drive or 6 play wonder of a drive, and then booted back to the offense so we can make some action happen.
Now the offense, a tough field position here, so they're going to want to at least get a couple first downs to flip the field. Lon back, shotgun formation. I believe Casares. Is it Casares or is it? No, that's Houston McCoy back in the backfield. Man in motion, it's Al-Kakani. Quick throw by Lon. That picked up over on the far side. Malik Farhad trying to get away and just couldn't do it. Wide receiver screen there, and Monroe was all on top of it.
Do you take a shot here, Mark? I think you should.
You want to stretch that defense because they are creeping up a little bit to the line of scrimmage. You would definitely like to make sure the safeties stay back.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one of the things that Monroe is really doing good is that their front seven is pretty solid. They're making the O-line work for it. The linemen or the linebackers never really that far out of position. So, do you trust the quarterbacks? Do you trust Long? What do you do?
Lon back in shotgun formation. Casares to his left. Malik Farha wide to the left. 2 receivers to the right. Lon now looks over to the sideline. Now Casares switches over to his right hip. Lon takes it. Hands off to Casares. Casares trying to go up the middle. Casares past the original line of scrimmage. He's going to get out right around the 16-yard line. There'll be a gain of 3. That will make it 3rd and 7.
Probably got to do some play action here, man. After the clap, John did not like, or a lot of them rather not like what he saw. Look back to the coach, changed up the play for a little bit of a draw. But now we do have oh boy, Monroe player down. Does not look
timeout for injury. Excuse me, again, that was McCoy. That I'm seeing the 2 and the 22 and 12. Forgive me, Houston.
Do love the beautiful black jerseys, though. These are kind of make hard.
Yeah.
They blend up the numbers together, though, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, white numbers on black, they stick out a lot better than some of them I've seen.
That is true. That is
and
true.
They are really good looking.
I always love the old gray jerseys. I always love. I don't know if they still bring those out every now and then. Probably getting a little old. Do love the gray jerseys, but the black looks nice, like Batman or something.
I spent a couple of years working in a job in Lincoln, Nebraska, so the black shirts and defense means something special there. And they are playing like good black shirt defense out there.
They really are, man. Give them some credit.
Absolutely. 3rd and 7. So Pioneer trying to pick up this first down. As
you got Farha out there. You've got Swan out there.
Elias goes out to the wide side with Malik Farha. Over to the near side, Medzago wide. Al Kakani in the slot, so 4 receivers.
I love to see him throw it down to Medzago, but we'll see.
Lon back in shotgun formation. Houston McCoy to his left. As Elias in motion, throw to Malik Farha as... did he bring it in? He ended up going back to catch it. So Farha did catch it, but he had to kind of go back towards the far sideline. So that's going to be out to about the 20-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4 as he was right at the sticks, but there was a defender right there and just kind of juggled the ball. Good job to catch it, though.
Yeah, I like that tackle on Farha. Looked like he like DDTs him like he's Shawn Michaels or something. I mean, he just like kind of wraps up him and like plants him on his head.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what some of the Pioneer coaches were kind of like yapping about on the sideline. They didn't look very happy after that call.
So 4th and 3. 2. Again, players back deep. Espinosa Saucedo over to the near side. As that's Weera Singha. Puts it all the way back. That's caught over on the far side. Fair catch there as... That was a fair catch back there by Brendan Bacon. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. So good starting field position for Monroe. Again, the Pioneer defense has to hold up big. Monroe up 7-0. 7:04 left to go here in the 3rd.
I think it's safe to say that we can trust the defense. It's safe to say they're playing pretty hot, man. They're making us smile. We're having like smiling moments every time we see this defense play. It's unfortunately when we get to the offense, it seems to start sputtering. Can we transfer some momentum here?
As there's a handoff come to the near side, trying to run right into the blitz. They'll come out right around the 48-yard line. As that was a run. Trying to see if that was Smith or is that 21 who I don't have on my roster. Parkhurst, excuse me, the ball carrier. I did get that. So again, they have 1 receiver wide to the left, 1 receiver wide to the right, 1 back in the backfield, 2 tight ends set. Steele under center now, man in motion from left to right. Hand off, trying to find his way up the middle and taken down. He'll get about a yard out to the 49-yard line. As that was Snavely up the middle, but a good job by the Pioneer defense to not let him get much. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Tackle the dive. Getting pretty good at that one. They've seen the run up the gut before, and they're taking sweet advantage of it, unfortunately.
There is a Monroe player with hopefully just a cramp as he has 2 linemen helping him stretch that out. Is that Steele?
Wait, it is.
I think it is Steele. That's not going to be something that Monroe's going to hope that they can get that stretched out, and he's going to have to take a play off unless they call a timeout, right?
Yep, so, I believe that is what the rules would dictate. You know, Steele, I think we haven't really been talking about Steele that much. He's playing a very solid game.
He is good with the handoffs, and that's tough when you have people going one way and the other trying to.
Number 50.
Forgive me. That is Xander McCoy. So another McCoy just on the other side. I saw the 5, and not that Monroe is happy with anyone having to
no kidding.
get stretched out, but you never want to see your quarterback down there.
Walking off the field without any assistance, though.
Good to see.
Good spirits.
To see. 3rd and 7 here for Monroe. 6:17 left to go here in the 3rd. 7-0. That what was it? Was that their first drive or their second drive that
Yeah.
they scored on? That stayed. That is held up so far. Again, they have Davis wide to the left, one receiver wide to the right. Steele under center, Pioneer showing blitz up to the far side. Hand off, and no, fake throw out, and coming down to the far side. First down is taken down back there by Al Kakani as well as Jan Sain. But again, I was completely faked. I thought it was a handoff, throw out to the far side. That caught by Espinoza Saucedo. And that's a first down for Monroe. And there's that deception where the Pioneer defense did a good job, but they bit on that run fake.
Football's about lying, man. It's about lying to your opponent. It's about deception. It's about cheating. It's about I don't know. It's beautiful though. Trust me.
It's all about deception. As back, Steele under center, man in motion, and the ball's on the ground. Pioneer dives. Did they get it? As Napier back there, Dumboya back there. We're trying to see who has it.
I think Steele has it.
I think he got back on it, but boy, it was a scramble back there.
And Steele, I mean, I noticed, I didn't want to say anything because I like speculating injuries.
There's a Pioneer player down there.
Oh, no. Steele seems to be limping a little bit, though. Was limping before the play started last one, but there is a Pioneer player on the field.
That is Garcia,
Oh,
so
no.
that's never a lot of fun.
Well, especially a very good O-lineman as well, Garcia is.
So they're going to take care of him, and 5 minutes, 19 seconds. He gets up fairly quickly. He is slow to get off, but he's being helped off. We hope he's going to be all right, as definitely leaning on the coach and not putting a lot of weight on that one leg.
Football's a beautiful game, man. Fortunately, football is a game where it takes a lot out of your body. It's some of the things that people do in this beautiful game we all know and love aren't. The human anatomy is not meant to do this. Especially when you are a kid, you have a great future ahead of you. You want to be able to get the care that you need. So nice to see that he's walking off the field on his own accord. He's playing a really good game so far.
We do want to thank all the trainers out there.
Oh,
I
yes.
do need to mention the sponsors. Forgive me, they gave me a list. I just haven't had a chance, so I'll do my best to remember that next. 5:19 left to go here in the third. 7-0. Monroe has it. 3rd and 16 from the 42-yard line of Pioneer. 2 backs in the backfield. Or no, that was shotgun taking it. There's Steele throwing all the way down. Al Kakani gets it, and he intercepts it. Al Kakani will be taken down right about the 6-yard line, but he had position in front of the receiver, and those hands, good hands, he's a receiver himself.
I feel like he kind of knew what was going to happen the moment that ball hit the air.
Absolutely.
Like he kind of saw that in the air. It's like, ooh. It's party time. Snagged the ball. No shenanigans. Fell right back to the ground. This is the momentum shift. I've said the M word a lot today, momentum. And I've said the S word a lot today too, shift. Can we have this finally the momentum shift that we possibly need? Can we be here? Please.
I do want to give credit to the wide receiver who made the tackle really quickly. So Pioneer's offense comes out, little push on from the band. We love to see that. 5:05 left to go. 1st and 10 for Pioneer from their own 6-yard line, down by 7.
Who needs scoring? This is pretty exciting.
As Lon, he has Paul McDonald back in the backfield with him. 2 backs back in the backfield. Lon takes it, hands off, trying to come out the far side, running. That's going to get out to about the 13-yard line. Caceres had Paul McDonald blocking in front of him, and he was able to get some yards. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and 5 from the 11-yard line. Clock counting down, 4 minutes, 38 seconds left to go.
Now this is where you lean on your leaders and lean on your players. Lean on your leaders to trust that we can make these little plays. Every little things definitely matter here.
2 backs in backfield. Bond takes it, low snap on the ground, diving for it. Ooh, Monroe might have it, as that is going to be a problem if they do it. It's not going to be fun if they don't.
Little things.
But it just snapped, it bounced away, and we got it back. So the official not, have mercy. Okay, had a little heart attack there, as that would have been almost a guaranteed 7 for Monroe right there.
No kidding.
as that bounced away. Good job by Pioneer to get back on it. But now it's 3rd and 12. You had it down to 2nd and 5. Now it's 3rd and 12, and you're deep in your own zone. Back at the 5-yard line. One receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Lon takes it. Lon looking over to the right. Lon throwing to the right and trying to get to Malik Farha. And no flag.
Yeah.
So it looked like there might have been some contact down that far side, but Espinoza Saucedo ended up down on the ground. If we take a look, if you keep your eye out to the far side, Malik Farha cuts past, and the official had a better view of it than we did.
Yeah, certainly a lot of contact before the ball was thrown. But, that is true. He was down there. We were not, unfortunately, for the Pioneers. Now
So back in the end zone, ready to kick it away. Weira Singha. As the back's deep at the Pioneer 40-yard line, as that's going to hit on the far side. Take a Pioneer bounce. And that will go past the 50, right around down to the 49-yard line. So that's been where Monroe will start. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. 3:22 left to go here in the third. 7-0, Monroe with the lead. And now the Pioneer defense called upon again to get a big stop here.
I mean, I will say, when your punter can punt like 50 yards, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I will say the punter's putting on a heck of a performance here today as well. They had to call his number a lot here today over a Singha. So, luckily, when you got the golden leg, you can call upon that leg to move the ball down the field. So, nevertheless, we trust our defense. Worked pretty well here so far, Mark. Trusting our defense. I love it when I can say we can trust our defense, right?
That 46-yard punt, everybody tight to the line of scrimmage now. Steal 2 backs in the backfield, everyone tight. There's a whistle and either a false start or illegal procedure. Looks like Monroe is backing up. We'll make sure it is on them, but looks like a 5-yard penalty. So that's going to be a false start on Monroe. That'll be 1st and 15 from the 44-yard line, and Pioneer defense won't mind an extra 5 yards to defend.
No, sir. Will not mind at all. Make some more magic happen, boys. You've got it. Keep fighting, defense. They're getting pretty good at that. They don't need my help.
Lots of folks on the line of scrimmage for Pioneer. Linebackers showing blitz. Ooh, and that ball, Snavely almost didn't handle it. He's taken down immediately. He'll get back to about the 47-yard line, but that handoff was slipping down, and Snavely somehow able to hang on to it. As Akram Farha on the tackle, big tackle there.
Oh, by the way, Steele is not in. That is number 7.
That is indeed number 7. My bad. That is Jones.
Jackson Jones.
Jackson Jones. I did not notice that. It's like when they switch goalies. It's hard for me to recognize that. You get used to a couple players out there. So Jackson Jones out there. We hope that Steele is all right. So they're keeping everyone tight. Looks like it's predominantly run. Jackson Jones hands off. Snavely trying to go up the middle. He'll get past the 50. They'll mark him down right around the 45-yard line. So gain out there. 3rd down and 4 to go. Right at the Pioneer 45-yard line, Monroe is in a run set. So again, Jones now under center. Tight ends, tight to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield. It appears that Monroe has gone to a mainly run set, but we'll see. Handoff. Snavely trying to get up the middle. He has the 1st down. So Monroe able to move the chains as they'll go down right about the 36-yard line.
This heavy formation is really working out for Monroe so far. I'm seeing it, they've kind of run the same play like 5 times, but it seems to have worked like 5 times in a row here, Mark. So, nevertheless, Jackson Jones putting in work here, handing that ball, doing exactly what Steele will be proud right now. I know he's looking from the sideline there, hopefully getting the help that he needs. But it does look like the Monroe offense not missed a step.
They're putting on the jumbo set, and they're really making some hay. They're getting positive yards each time.
Oh, my God.
Quick to the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
And now, under center, Jones hands off, and Snavely met at the line of scrimmage. Taken down right there as, again, I believe Napier and Jan Sane back over there, Newman, and a flag thrown over on the near side.
Oh, my gosh. This might be
That was a late flag.
personal
That's
foul.
a lot of times a personal foul after the play. And a lot of the time that's called on the defense. So we're hoping that it's not on Pioneer, but the officials talking things over. Again, a late flag thrown from the near side. 35 seconds left to go here in the third. 7-0 Monroe with the lead. For the moment, they have 2nd and 11, but they haven't changed the down marker over on the far side as they're talking this over. It's quite the conference. And you like when the officials get together, they try and see what everybody sees, make the right call.
Yeah, especially when you have, like, it's getting down to the wire mark. It's a 7-0 game. These calls at this point of the game will matter, so you want to make sure you get it right. And it looks like holding on the offense?
Indeed, yeah. So sideline, it was a sideline warning on Ann Arbor, holding back on Monroe. So that's going to move Monroe back, as they had been really making some hay, but the holding can stop, especially when you have a big running attack. That can really make it tough on a running attack when you have to get backed up 10 more yards.
Absolutely. I guess they see that the referee pointing towards the head coach say, back it up a little bit. You don't want to be like Mike Tomlin on the kickoff, get penalized $100,000 for it. So
that is going to be 2nd and 20 from the Pioneer 46-yard line. As not handing it off all the way back and tackled at the 50-yard line. As Jones was going back, looked like he was going to pass it. And trying to see who that was, but that was a beautiful tackle.
it was Al-Kakani.
Paul McDonald made that tackle, so good job staying steady as you see him over there. And yeah, Paul McDonald, he was chasing him from behind, and as soon as he stopped to make that throw, Paul McDonald took him down.
Dude, Jackson Paul McDonald and all these players, I've mentioned it before, sacks are always euphoric. It's like for a brief moment in time, there is no war, there is no life, there's no death, there's no nothing. It's just pure bliss. It's the greatest feeling in sports, I think, when you get a sack. I just remember being in that position, too. No matter what it is, especially when you can set the tone for the drive. It's now the fourth quarter. Hold your fours up like it's U of M football. You see the stage right there. I know a lot of them are thinking about that, thinking about MSU, thinking about wherever they want to play when they're older. But they got to get through this game first. Don't worry about anything. For the 12 minutes in front of you.
As we are at the end of the third quarter, big 3rd and 23 for Monroe. Pioneer Football wants to thank the silver sponsors for their support. That includes Varsity's Ford, Santini's Shop, Sontini's Shop, Ron's Garage, Planet Fitness, Big George Home Appliance Mart, Calder Dairy, and Woodsick customized Pioneer charcuterie trays for purchase at the Junk Wagon. 100% of the proceeds benefit Pio Football Program. Thank you to Woodsick. Pioneer Football also thanks the gold sponsors for their support. Bush's Fresh Food Market for supporting our concession sales, and Tasty's Burgers. Thank you for providing the varsity team meal last night. As 3rd and 23, back as handoff right in the middle.
Oh,
As that was number 3 back. I don't have him on my roster, but there was a flag as Westfall made the tackle for Pioneer. Again, that was, I believe, a run up the middle by Snavely. But
still calling his number.
The officials coming over. Face mask on Pioneer. So that is going to be a 15-yard infraction.
Now I get a little nervous, man. The butterflies in the stomach have started to jump out of the cocoon and they're flying. Because if you let them score here,
now we're in trouble. back at the 38-yard line. It's 3rd and 11, so again, no automatic first down on the personal foul. One receiver wide to left, one receiver wide to the right. Number 3 under center, who I do not have on my roster. One back in the backfield. Pioneers showing blitz and coming back, taken down, but a throw gets it out to Snavely. Snavely tracked down, taken down by Lowenschitz, and that's short of the original line of scrimmage, taken down right around the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. As really good job by number 3 to get that pass away.
Yeah, he 3 did a great job of Lowenschitz. At the last second, didn't let up because it looked like it might have been a sack. Still stayed in position. That ball a little underthrown, but good job from the tight end trying to catch the ball. But the tackle was made. Telling you,
way to stay home, way to not do too much and take your position and play your position.
Exactly. You do your part, man. As long as you do your part and the other 10 men do it too.
They're going for it on 4th and 15. 11:02 left to go. As 3 back. As handoff over to the near side, and Newman takes them down as that was Espinoza Saucedo. And great job by Newman not letting them get free, and Pioneer gets the turnover on downs.
Beautiful. The defense has been playing so hot, man. I mean, we can't really, it's
And Newman ran him down. That's a big guy running a guy down from behind.
Yeah, when he can stop the late running team from running the football.
Yes.
What can't you do? You had to make Monroe pass this game, which is really, really good. Something I can't say I've been able to do. But right now, it has been the offense. We can't sugarcoat it. The offense is not clicking today. Can we get it to click?
Malik Farha back in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left.
Let's see.
2 to the right. We'll see what Malik Farha can do as he started the game. Now he's starting this 4th quarter. McCoy in motion. Malik Farha going up the middle, trying to avoid a tackle. He'll spill forward. He'll get out to the 43-yard line. Gain of 2. They'll be 2nd and 8. 10:39 left to go. 7-0 Monroe with the lead.
Nothing really happened on the QB dive. Good effort from the front 4 up there. 73 as well to tackle Farha.
You can see Malik Farha making jump cuts. He is very, very athletic. He just needs some room to work, and there's not a lot up the middle.
Yeah, not a lot of room. We'll have a push from the old lineman here. Can you make that happen?
2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Empty backfield now. Al-Kakani in motion. Malik Farha takes it. He's looking to the right. Now he's running. He'll throw it all the way down the near side. Over to Akram Farha. Akram Farha, he dropped it. He had it and just couldn't bring it in. He saw so much green grass in front of him and just couldn't pull it in. That had 7 points written all over it.
Yeah, it did. You always got to say, shake it off, Amelia. Don't sit down. Get up. Keep going. Those moments you do feel they hurt. They're going to hurt for a while, man.
And that was almost a parking lot play. Malik Farha rolling to the right. You saw him pointing downfield. Akram Farha, as soon as he saw
traffic
that,
like he's Brett Favre.
Yeah, he raced down the near sideline. So those two, good rapport, obviously. And boy, that almost became something big. 3rd and 8. The Pioneer offense won't have that many more shots at this. So again, 5 wide, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Malik Farha alone. Man in motion, that's McCoy. Malik Farha, pressure coming. He escapes up the middle. Malik Farha, first down and more. He gets to the 40, down to the 35, down to the 30, down to the 20 before taken down. As he's taken down back there by Collette, but not before a huge first down for Malik Farha. As there, spread out the field, got him in space, and boy, can he make people pay in space.
That's why he started him. Because that guy's got wheels on his feet, man. That guy is so fast. Made the whole team barely go and catch him. That could have been 6. He basically, Mark, got tackled where that catch was dropped.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. 9 minutes, 39 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. 2 wide to the right, 1 tight to line scrimmage on the right-hand side. Malik Farha, again, alone in the backfield. He is both the quarterback and the running back at this point. Colias coming into block, short, low snap. Malik Farha, pressure, throwing over to the near side, and that out of bounds. Throwing that one away 2nd and 10. That's from someone who doesn't play quarterback. That's a smart move. Just when it's not there, get it out of there. Don't try and make something happen.
I mean, bro, listen. I was a kid too. I know I played a lot of Madden at that age, so I know that guy knows how to throw the ball away. So I mean, no matter what position you play, I'm like, oh no, there's a flag now.
As there is a flag out there, what would be in the backfield, and holding would be. Now the question is, was he out of the pocket? Or actually, it really doesn't matter in high school football. There needs to be a receiver in the area.
And I thought I did see a receiver in the area. I also thought he went out of bounds. I could have sworn that his number mistakes me because I didn't remember what the number was. Maybe we have it on replay or something. But this would have to be usually the drop of the flag means intentional grounding.
That would be right where they dropped. It would be intentional grounding or a holding, most likely.
It would be a very late holding call.
Nope, they're pulling up the flag. They're no flag, inadvertent flag. They go pick up the flag. That's one of the few times I'm really happy about that. I still have PTSD from that Dallas
Do not remind me.
playoff game where they picked it up on the Lions.
I was in my formative years, bro.
Oh, have mercy. Sorry to bring up that,
it's
that
all right.
memory.
It happens. We're making a new one right here. Watch
McCoy
this.
in the backfield. Hand off to McCoy. He has it coming to the near side to the 20, down to the 15. Still spinning. McCoy gets a good 5 yards there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They get him down to the 16-yard line. And again, you don't want to make a mistake. You can take 4 downs to get the first down. Depending on a field goal is not really going to help you at this point.
No.
And so you just want to make sure you take care of the ball here.
You need to take care of the ball, but Mark, you need 6.
You do need 6,
need 6.
absolutely. They keep 5 wide receivers. Hand off to McCoy. Nope, fake the handoff coming up. Malik Farha, as he has the first down, and he spills forward. He's battling.
It does look like the refs are pointing that the ball is down. It looks like a lot of players
They marked it right at the 4-yard line. He has the first down, and watch the play as he fakes it, then comes up, and right in a lot of traffic comes down, and I do believe they're going to say he was down. So Pioneer keeps the ball, and that's going to be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Pioneer, second closest they've been to pay dirt. They keep Houston McCoy in the backfield. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right.
That ball cannot touch the ground here. The only time that ball touches the ground is right before it's snapped. That's what needs to happen.
Malik Farha takes it. Another handoff. McCoy going up the middle. And, that is going to be close. They're going to mark it right at the 1-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And this is something where everyone knows you're going to run it, and that's the mark of a good football team is when everyone knows you're going to run it, and you run it anyway and pick up that yard. That is domination, and that is something that's
then you start calling like gut runs with crack blocks as well. Then you start making some magic happen here. Set the tone. Be physical, gentlemen.
Man in motion from the left to the right. Malik Farha takes it. He's rolling to his right. Malik Farha, he's trying to get in, and he has a touchdown. Malik Farha runs for it, and it's 6-7 Pioneer with an extra point away from tying this game at 7:16 left to go in the 4th quarter.
What a heads-up play from
Absolutely. Now, the question is...
There's a penalty marker.
There's a penalty marker
and it's
down.
being called back. Holding on Pioneer right when you think the damn burst, the excitement roaring through planet Earth. We got the holding.
Again, that's a tough penalty back, especially in this area where, you're in a compressed field. You don't have as much room to make things happen. So it's 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line.
I mean, it's the legs of Malik Farha that really makes him a miracle worker. So nevertheless, do they call a passing play here? It is 4-down territory at this point. Anyway, still 2nd down. It does look like the down was saved here, though.
2 backs in the backfield, man in motion. Malik Farha takes it, fakes it, rolls to the right. Pressure coming. Malik Farha escapes pressure. Malik Farha, he tosses it, and that batted down by Colias. As Colias wisely, Malik Farha tried a little Patrick Mahomes shovel pass, and Colias couldn't get to it and knocks it down wisely because if that was intercepted.
I did see a little opportunity here for the world's least fun thing to have happen. You have number 3 there on the crossing route, and there's a beautiful opportunity for the back foot across the field.
But that's a tough, though.
Bad throw to make, and I'm glad that he held it.
Yeah, because
I would have thrown that, and I would have gotten picked off.
Because as you're going to the right, your momentum kind of kills the throw.
And your field of view, you don't know if there's a Mike linebacker just waiting to steal the beloved football of yours away from you.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Mizzago. McCoy in the backfield picked up. Malik Farha looking to his left, now rolling to his right. Malik Farha, as he's going to take it down to the 5. Malik Farha makes a move, gets in, and that's a touchdown. Looking for flags. I don't see any. That one should stand as Malik Farha puts it in.
The only flag I see is that beautiful American flag right there. Finally, God bless America and God bless American football, baby. Pioneer has their first points in like months that I've seen. I know they scored 14 against Bedford. I wasn't there for that, though. we didn't get to see those. I remember how it feels now to score some points, and it feels beautiful. And I think we're going to be able to see a little bit of a game win here, Mark. If they could it looks like they're going for the field goal try.
So Jang trying to get the extra point. That's going to tie it up. Again, that's a tough call. Do you go for 2 in the win? You got plenty of time left, and your defense is playing good.
I know it's winning. There's a hurricane a little south here, man.
Lowenshish, the holder. Jang, that down. Jang puts it up, and that looks like it went straight through, and it did. 7-7 here in the 4th as Pioneer gets it tied up as their defense has played a whale of a game, and the offense gets it tied up. And now, can you ride that momentum? Can your defense get a stop it? Can you make something happen with your offense?
You know, Mark, this entire game we've talked about how well a defense is playing. We've called out these people on the D-line especially, tackling the dive, dieseling in on the A-gap, doing such a phenomenal job. The linebackers are doing a phenomenal job, too. Number 8, who just held the ball as well there, too.
Lowenshish, absolutely.
Got some great plays as the linebacker position. And we've even called our cornerbacks as numbers, but that interception especially, too. The entire defense is playing an 11-man show.
Yeah.
All right? Please do it one more time.
Absolutely.
That's what we got to do. Don't let the miracle fall off the bus here, because you got to carry this momentum to the next drive. Do you give another game-winning field goal? Do you score a touchdown? Don't let this escape. You fought so dang hard for a reason. Keep fighting.
3 players back. Davis on the far side, Jones in the middle, and on the near side is Espinoza Saucedo. Jang will kick it away right at the 40-yard line. Again, they kicked it short to the up back last time because of the trickeration that happens by Monroe. They're all grouped together. They run up to the ball. Stop. Now they'll get back, spread it out.
I hate that. I hate it.
At one point in time, it's going to turn into an onside kick, and hopefully they're successful. Jang puts his right foot into it. That's a deep drive all the way back, and that's going to be a touchback as it bounces past Davis into the end zone. And Monroe will have the worst starting field position in the second half.
Yeah, got some touchbacks. Jang got the field of the extra point after the touchdown as well. Booed that one all the way. Now we're going to start here on the 20, where the ball should be. Roger Goodell, I know you're watching with your dumb touchback on the 30-yard line. What is this?
I know. You got 350-pound linemen slamming into each other. You're trying to reduce concussions and all. It does make it difficult. We'll get used to it maybe, but
it's still football, dude. God's gift to humanity.
Yeah, I do prefer this, but I'm not the one slamming into people on special teams, so what do I know?
That is true. That is true. I will say, though, my brief time as the kick returner, or not kick returner, but you know what? Enough about me. We got these boys to watch.
As getting right, I believe that's still number 3 as he hands it off up the middle. Not much, as that'll be a 2-yard gain out to the 22-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd and 8. As that was Snavely, the ball carrier. He has gotten a lot of work. He's gonna need a good ice bath after this one. He has carried the rock a lot.
The world's greatest 50-carry, 75-yard performance in human history.
I love Lon down there trying to get this student section fired up, trying to keep everyone going, and I love to see that. Trying to get the noise for the defense. 3 under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Everyone tight to line of scrimmage. Hand off, trying to get up the middle. It's student body up the middle. And they'll get it out to the, well, they'll make it the 25-yard line. That's going to be 3rd and 5. You hope this is not 4-down territory because they're deep in their own end. So
Simmons has got a heck of a leg, so I assume they're going to punt it here, right? I mean, I have no reason why they wouldn't, but at the same time, I mean, we've seen weird things happen, but the Pioneer defense, man, they've got the first stop, they've got the second one, they better get the third, man.
Just got to get this stop on 3rd and 5. As they keep everyone tight to the line of scrimmage, they're in this heavy set. They've run out of it. Do they pass out of it now? Number 3 under center. As he'll look back, he'll fake it, roll up to the far side, throw it in the middle, and knock down, incomplete. No flags, and that will bring up 4th and 5 with 5 minutes, 24 seconds left to go.
And my guy, Al-Kakani was like jumping for joy there, just like bouncing up and down like Super Mario. Man, my guy was so excited. And why wouldn't he be, man? Because now you got that opportunity after you've been down basically all game to get back up. And how sweet it is to put Monroe on the back foot for once.
Al-Kakani has really played a whale of a game.
No kidding.
As he has been key on both defense and offense.
With the interception too?
Absolutely. As here comes the punt. High punt again. Simmons puts it back deep as that will bounce and right around the 40, takes a Pioneer bounce up to the 45-yard line. So again, it looked like it was going to go deeper, but it had that English and came back, and good job to let it go by Jan Stain. Pioneer will have decent starting field position, 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line with 5:14 left to go. And we're all knotted up at 7-7.
There you go. It's 7-7. Beautiful Malik Farah.
You got maybe 2 possessions with 5 minutes and 14
I think
seconds
so.
left.
If you get another 3 and out, you certainly do. You know, Monroe going to probably run it 3 times, then you go for a pass the third one especially. You kind of can predict what they might be going for here, unfortunately, with Colin Steele down.
Malik Farha is alone in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. 5 receivers set as they spread out the defense, and they've run up the middle on this a few times. Thrown it a few times. Malik Farhad takes it. Looks over to the left-hand side. Throws. That's caught. Coming up to the 50. Down to the 45. That's Medzago. He has it to the 30. Medzago still has feet. Down to the 20. Down inside the 15-yard line. Medzago gets it right about the 11-yard line, and Pioneer is deep in the red zone.
Dude, as much as that, you know what I got to talk about. I'm an O-lineman. Let's talk about the O-line. What amazing blocks on the screen.
As you
they
can
are
see,
so
wide receiver
far
screen right there. People downfield. Good blocking by the offensive line. Good blocking by the receivers. Good blocking all the way around.
When you can have good blocking, anything is possible, man. That's just the first thing you got to do. And right now, you can just see how they're well coached they are and how still hungry they are for the W.
As back in the backfield, taking a look, I believe that's Casares back in the backfield. As that ball on the ground, as diving down, and that'll just be down as that was Jan Stain trying to take it on a wide receiver jet sweep. And again, a issue on the handoff.
Yeah, Pioneer, you know.
And that ball just on the ground. And the thing is, it's beautiful because you have a lot of people like wide receivers and all taking hands off, but they don't have as much practice at that. You don't get as much as you get with the running back handoff.
Especially with the new quarterback in Malik Farah. So, and you know, it does suck. You never want to say that, oh, yeah, we but if you win the game and have 7 fumbles, you know, it's still okay, yeah. That's the only stat that matters.
Good to get back on it. 2nd and 18 from the 20-yard line. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation. Malik Farha looking to run up the middle. Nobody there. Malik Farha bouncing to the near side, out to the 20. Still trying to get past as he's taken down. He'll get down to about the 18-yard line. As that will be about 3rd and 16 if my math is right. I don't have to break out the abacus for that one.
His best Russell Wilson impression, Malik Farha is. Like when the pocket collapses, he's just going to bounce outside, make something happen, making chicken scratch or chicken salad out of whatever. So
he did a good job.
Yeah, he did a great job. And you know, it's unfortunately it's 3rd and a mile. So this got to be 4-down territory here. Do you kick I'm not familiar with Yang's leg. Like, I mean, the kickoff obviously was pretty good. I don't know how well they trust him from this distance. And it really pays to have a good kicker in high school football, but it doesn't matter once you get some yards here, Mark.
3 receivers left. Now split out to the right-hand side. 2 receivers. Quick throw to Mazzago. He has blocking him out.
Yes.
Up to 10, trying to get down right around the 8-yard line. And that is going to be, or Sandy Lowenschitz, excuse me. That was Mazzago, 6 and 8. They look the same there as that is going to be down. They're going to mark it right at the 8-yard line. That's really close, as that's going to be 4th and well, the first down marker is right around the 4. So 4th and 7 here for Pioneer, and they're going to try a Jang field goal. So Lowenschitz, the holder, Jang, ready to kick it, and Pioneer hoping to take the lead here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it splits the uprights. Pioneer takes the lead, 10-7 with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Way to take it and still get points, even though you were pushed back, even though everything didn't go the way you wanted it to. You take the lead for the first time today with 2:31 left to go, and now you put the pressure on Monroe when they have their backup quarterback in.
Love to see the people in the stands still here having fun. You know, with my brain, I don't know if I'm going to stay in here for a football game without lots of scoring. But you know what? This is great. We were in Big Ten country here, Mark. 7-3. We are familiar with some pretty good defenses here in Big Ten country, and that's what kind of we're seeing a little showing of right now. And now that phrase we've said again, do we trust the Pioneer defense? Which of course we certainly have so far. I think the offense deserves a lot of credit for that drive alone.
For keeping the mistake and just plowing through
Especially.
and keeping focus and making it happen.
Yeah,
You're right,
I mean,
you're
because there was the Yassine fumble on the handoff, and that could have been disastrous. Absolutely
got
atrocious.
back on it, yep.
But you don't let that get to your head. You continue to fight. Well, Farah continues to fight. You get the field goal off. You set the pressure. You make them fight for it.
3 deep backs right around the 10. We'll see exactly where Jang kicks this away as they approach it. Now they'll step back. To do my best for impression, it's a 10-7 barn burner.
Absolutely.
Kicked off, that one going deep. I believe that's Davis over on the far side, and it went off of him. The ball down. He'll have to pick that up and try and run away as he'll get out, as they'll knock him out right around the 20-yard line. That's a good recovery by him. There's a flag coming in.
Of course.
And that flag came in awful late. They marked the ball that was right about the 20-yard line. For Pioneer, you're hoping it's a hold on a chaotic play like that. But when it was thrown, a lot of the times that's a dead ball foul.
All right, so here comes number 3.
Unsportsmanlike on Pioneer.
What?
That is going to be a huge ball backing up 15 yards. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line for Monroe. Or 35-yard line, excuse me. So the Pioneer defense has to come up big here. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. 1 receiver wide to the left, 1 wide to the right, 2 tight ends. Number 3, under center for Monroe. 1 back in the backfield. The offensive line stands up looking over to the side. The official writing something down in his book. He hasn't blown it ready as of yet. Used to that with the soccer, you get booked for that yellow card or red card, you get put in the book. Do a lot of AFC Ann Arbor and Pioneer soccer on this field. As taking it back is a throw over the middle and almost intercepted. Getting a hand on it was Newman, as pressure immediately on number 3. They didn't buy the run fake and they came bursting through, and it was a throw over the middle, and good job to knock it down by Newman. But number 3 turned around and saw 2 big linemen in his face.
Yeah, I throw it away too, bro. I hope to God I have never found in that position my entire life. Two people. I mean, really, football is the only time that could ever happen when you got 2 people who are not breaking the law who are trying to tackle you over. So, I mean, you probably got to throw that ball away. Great heads-up play there from you. Almost picking it off.
2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Again, 2 receivers split, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back of the backfield, 2 tight ends. Tight end in motion as hand off to the far side. He tries to throw it as he was thrown to the ground. That would be an incomplete pass. People trying to get to it, but it would be a forward pass. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line. No, but a flag in the back.
I think Tremonte Napier.
So the question is, when he was spinning him around and throwing him down, did they call that, or was there a hold?
Yeah, it's like doing his best like Hulk Hogan impression. You know, I don't know if if it's gonna be the unsportsmanlike on the roughing the passer. Don't want to speculate here until I see what the referee will say.
It looks like taking it back to 35. Horse collar on Pioneer. So that is going to be first down for Monroe. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. That's a big penalty there, as that's going to move it out to the 50-yard line, 15-yard penalty. And Monroe has made hay on 2 penalties. They stay 1 receiver wide to left, 2 to the right now. 1 back in the backfield. Pioneers showing blitz, taking it, and right in the backfield, as that's Ashforth. So hopefully we're glad to see Ashforth back, but he was back there before the handoff could happen, and Ashforth right on top of it and took him down.
Way to jump the snap. Exactly. Ashforth, like a smoking gun, just comes in. He almost could have got the handoff himself.
Absolutely, as he was back there. It was a really wise move by number 3 to not hand that ball off.
Sorry for screaming in the mic, by the way. That was just so beautiful. I had to.
It was good. It was very, very good.
No kidding.
1 minute, 40 seconds left to go as Monroe in no hurry here. They're taking their time. They don't want to leave Pioneer with much time if they are able to score.
Exactly.
1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 16 from their 44-yard line. And timeout called by Monroe. They had a 3 receiver to the right, 1 to the left. That was about as big a pass set as we've seen for Monroe. We do want to mention these sponsors. Oh, we do want to thank the volunteers. So fans, please take a moment to acknowledge all the amazing family and school volunteers who make these games possible, whether it be in the concession stand, which I know you can't have at home, but you know that we got great food here, the Chuck Wagon Apparel, we're on the chain gang, helping the team on the sidelines, or assisting up here in the booth. All of those volunteers are a vital part of our Pioneer football family. Thank you for helping us succeed on and off the field. Together, we rise above. And it is a community event to put on one of these games. You have to have a lot of people up in the booth, on the sideline, and we want to thank no one's getting paid much, if anything, on this. So thank you to all the people who, out of the heart and soul and love for this team and this football, volunteer. We are thankful.
Mention the word love. It is truly for the love of the game.
As that snap back is rolling to the right, throwing over, as back to Smith. Smith trying to get out, and he's tackled right around the 47-yard line. Smith goes down. I believe that was Ashforth again? I believe that was Ashforth again.
So.
Big stop by him. That brings up 3rd and, what is that, 16? No, 3rd and 14, excuse me.
Ashford rumbling down.
1 minute left to go. They're letting this clock run.
They really are. I guess they trust their.
I guess Monroe doesn't have. Excuse me. Does nobody have any timeouts? Both timeouts show 0.
Yeah, you're right.
As rolling to the right, trying to throw it. Then knocked down. Oh, what a play. What a beautiful, beautiful play by Jan Stain as he read the eyes of the quarterback, came in and knocked it away.
A beautiful heads-up play from Yang Sing, smacking the ball down to the earth. Man, I'm getting so fired up the way this defense is playing.
Oh, it has been good.
Oh my God, it's just like beautiful. Football is a beautiful art when it's played like this.
It is this play. It all comes down to this play. And forgive me for not realizing there was no timeouts on either side. They kind of snuckily took them.
Yeah, I think I would have said something, but I keep looking over there, and I saw 3 as well.
So here it comes, all down, 4th and 14. Monroe. Most people tight. One wide receiver wide to the far side. Timeout by Pioneer. I swear it said 0 on the scoreboard over there, but that's fine. Obviously, we had one because we're not getting penalized right now.
But yeah, you're right. Okay.
So.
There it is. Now we have 2. I was gonna say couldn't swear Pioneer called any, because the drives are pretty long. I remember them pretty well. So I mean, here you just gotta be in prevent defense. I mean, the 2 sets that Monroe has been, and that was a run set if I've seen one. So it's not like they're gonna like, do they call another screen like they kind of did earlier when they had that Y out set?
You can't make a penalty here. You gotta stay home. Don't get opposition, and don't do too much.
Yeah.
Just get that tackle.
No shenanigans. No
Yes.
loud mouthing. You clench the mouth guard that you're required to wear. Please wear your mouth guard, people. Don't say any naughty words. Don't do anything a high schooler would do, and just make the football play in the football game. Let me all go home happy.
45 seconds left. So now they have two timeouts on either side of the board, which makes me wonder a little bit why Monroe wasn't calling them earlier, but I guess they decided that if they were going to score, they could score with not a lot of time left. So now they have one receiver wide to the left, one wide to the right, 2 tight ends, and they're in shotgun formation. Number 3 back in shotgun formation, back to his right. So this is a pass set here. We have not seen this too much. As taking it back, 3, rolling to his right, 3, looking downfield, 3, pressure coming, avoids pressure. Now he still has it, and he's taken out of bounds right about the 59-yard line. Now we're hoping, I think that was a clean push out of bounds.
Looks like
I don't see any flags. The coach is keeping everyone together. That was Dumboy, I believe, who pushed him out. And that should be the game.
Absolutely, Mark. A beautiful win for Pioneer football if it holds. And if you see, I don't know if we get like a replay or anything, but if you see the coach caught the ball after 3, like kind of like fumbled it right out of the bounds, and he caught the ball and he immediately just held it like he was Deion Sanders with the interception rumbling to the other side, like bro thought he was in the play or something. Nevertheless, what exactly needed to happen for the Pioneer defense, and they should feel dang proud.
If they do have 2 timeouts, they'll definitely probably use them here. They're going to make Pioneer snap. So Pioneer's going to try and run the ball, probably take as much time off the clock as they can. They are in victory formation. This should be it.
Yeah, it's it, because there's 2 plays, and then, you call it twice. And on.
So long as you don't have issues with the snap, as everyone gathered together in victory formation. And Lon takes the knee. And is Monroe going to call the timeout? And it doesn't look like Monroe's going to take the timeout.
Maybe they don't have
it. They realized, I guess, why take it if it was going to happen anyway. So Pioneer gets a gutty win. Huge defensive game. This defense played amazing. They stopped Monroe over and over again. The offense found their groove in the 4th quarter, and they made it happen 10-7. And that's a good. That gets Pioneer to 3-2 before a very, very good Dexter team comes in again. Game is 7:30 next week. Due to Rosh Hashanah, so it will be half an hour later. Any final thoughts before we let the folks go and enjoy a little Big Ten football watching on this Friday night?
You know, there was not a lot to think about this game. There was a lot to think about with like the fumbles or the what we got going on at QB, but at the same time, it's action.
Yeah.
We've got some people who continued to fight, and no matter what they could have possibly thought about in their head that makes them think they can't make it happen, they make it happen.
Absolutely.
And I think that starts with student leadership.
Yes.
It starts with coaching, and it starts with momentum, and it starts with whatever it starts with. It doesn't matter what it starts with because it continues on.
Yep.
It gets embedded in your blood. You start bleeding purple. You start just living this. I don't have words. These are the kind of games you remember. You don't remember the 53 to the 45 shootouts you have, because all those touchdowns start to blend together.
Yep.
You remember as games you fight for, man.
So greatest tradition, all sports, the post-game handshake. We want to thank Cooper and Kenny, our camera person, and Mike Butler, our director, Ryan Williams, obviously, our commentator. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you very much. We will be back on Monday with a little field hockey live from Saline. Pioneer Field Hockey Live at Saline. That will be a 6 p.m. game. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy some football, folks. Great win by Pioneer. Final 10-7. Pioneer moves to 3-2.